You know what else is large?
What else is large, Susu?
My left testicle, which I should probably get checked out.
Oh, I
should
thought
probably
you were
get
gonna
checked
say
out.
Gage's dong or something.
Gage is
That's
dumb.
big too. That's not.
That's big.
That's
I mean,
definitely.
I've seen when Gage was taking a shower one time.
You
I
walked
peeked
in on it?
in,
Hey,
and-
yo.
and the curtain. You didn't know this. It's one way, so you can't see outward, but I can see you.
Do you
Oh.
lock the door when you go take a shower? I think
yes. Well, I mean, I locked the
Well-
door to my main room, but not the bathroom.
Not the
'cause-
Yeah, I
Bathroom.
don't lock the bathroom door. Somebody could just walk in
Wait,
on me, bro,
so
taking a shower.
We could just walk in.
I'm not giving you permission,
Oh.
but I'm
I mean,
saying, like, you
it
could do
it sounds like permission to me.
You say you could do
It
it.
sounds
it-
like permission to me.
Is it Brazilian down there or what is it?
It's trimmed.
It's trimmed, no.
I hit
no,
the
no.
lawnmower
I
with it.
take the razor that I use on my face and I use it on my nutsack.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
that's a
how,
lot.
how
Okay.
many people? Let me know in the chat. How many people you guys do that?
Oh wait,
You don't do. You can't do that. There's no
do
way.
you
Yeah,
that's gross.
lotion
Just stretch it
your
out.
nuts?
Do I lotion them?
Yes.
No,
Really?
no.
So it's just dry as fuck down there.
I guess. Yeah. I wouldn't say they're like collecting dust or anything like that.
That don't sound right to me, bro.
No,
That
I
don't-
mean, it's-
What do you mean? What do you mean that don't sound right?
it just doesn't sound right.
Oh, he lotions his nuts.
I literally like
That's great,
I
man.
like you know how you toss meatballs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's how I do it. I'm just like this.
Yeah. Do you have like? Is there a specific brand, or you just hit it with like
no,
the
no,
aloe?
just whatever Jen has.
Just whatever. Jen.
Whatever Jen buys. If it's Nivea, I'm using Nivea. I got
feel like
Nivea
I
nuts.
feel like I'd be picky down there. I'd be picky down there.
About the lotion?
About the
yeah,
lotion?
I'd have to pick like a specific ball lotion. You think they like actually release ball lotion?
Yeah. What's
they
that? What's that
don't.
YouTube sponsor that does it
Oh,
all?
Manscaped.
Manscaped,
Manscaped.
yeah.
They have like the nut cream.
Wow.
Nut lotion. It's not lotion. They
Nut
have it. No, they have
lotion.
it.
Hey,
They do.
on that note,
Yeah.
On that
speaking
note-
of nut cream,
Okay.
thanks for joining the Table Podcast. guys.
Welcome to the pilot episode.
No, everyone,
Ah.
just so you guys know, we are seeing all your messages. We're
Yes.
delighted to have you. Pull up a chair.
Oh God, yes.
I would say grab a plate, but it's not that kind of
yeah,
table.
not
Yeah.
that type of table.
Just pull up a
Yeah.
chair. We're
Ah.
happy you guys can have us. This is going to be our pilot episode
yeah.
Yes.
of the Table Podcast, man. Susu,
Yeah.
bro, I remember you approached me with this.
I did.
Funny enough, not a lot of time at the beginning of the month, bro.
Yeah.
You want to share kind of like what our premise is?
Yeah, so like essentially like when we bought this house, the house that we're in right now, I was like, I want to do something crazy. Like
Yeah.
just keep doing crazier and crazier things. And I was like, what's the easiest thing we can do right now where we can just like throw some money at it and it just kind of works. And we were like, what about a podcast? Like a live production podcast. Like watch this, ready?
What?
That camera. And then we go to that camera. And then we go to the other camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it's insane. So yeah, I mean, I pitched the idea to Jen first before I actually pitched it to you. And we were just like, what if we had a podcast? Like we were coming up with names. And I remember one night we were all sitting around the table, and then we were just like, okay, let's collectively come up with a name.
No, we were in the car.
Were we in the car?
I don't know.
We got McDonald's and we
Yeah,
were in
yeah.
the
Oh
car.
my God.
We
yes.
came up. There was some wild.
There
names,
were
bro.
some
I
crazy
came
ones.
up with chat. I came up with the table. I felt like
Oh
table.
my-
Oh, no,
I
he
thought
did.
it was a simple name. I did. Don't
No,
even
he
take
did.
credit
He
for
did.
it.
He did?
You came up with some wild ones. Do
What?
you even remember? You probably don't even remember they
Yes,
were that
he
bad.
did.
I
He
usually-
said,
Do you remember any
yeah.
ones he came up with?
The dick.
I did not
Yeah,
say the
and
dick.
it was-
That's cap. That's
It was.
cap.
It was similar.
No,
That's cap.
It
No,
was.
no, no.
It was
similar.
either the balls, the testicles. Like I don't know.
Do you even
no,
remember?
no.
Do you
I-
even remember?
Yeah, no. We were like, we were gonna be something crazy, something cool.
Yeah, the table.
I'm pretty sure I came over the table.
No.
No, it was Gage.
Well, you know what? We'll give him credit because that makes him feel good. That'll let him sleep at night. Chad.
I'm sick.
Isn't that right? No, but we're delighted you guys could join us.
Yeah.
The table, we kind of had to think of a couple things and like what we wanted the podcast to be about.
Yeah,
And tabletop, table in general, we're
Yeah.
just sticking with gaming.
yeah.
That's
For
going to
now.
be, it's
Yeah,
gaming
yeah.
kind of centralized podcast.
Correct.
I know
Correct.
a lot of you guys have come over from the Yu-Gi-Oh category.
Yes.
That's how
Yeah.
maybe you have heard from us. But we're going to try to branch out. We'll stick to our roots.
That's
We have
what
a
I'm
little
saying.
bit of Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
to chat about all the
Absolutely,
time. That's
absolutely.
what we know and love.
Yeah.
But there's also tons of other stuff to talk about, right?
Yeah.
The entire gaming world around.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
a
Because
bunch.
like, yeah, because on like on YouTube, like even for like both Gage and Jen and I, we're within a niche, within a niche, within a niche, right? We're in the gaming, then the trading card games, and then Yu-Gi-Oh. But like this podcast, we kind of want to be just take the gaming niche and just run with it and have
Well,
as many options as possible.
It's
Like,
everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're
Like,
everywhere.
New game comes out, we'll review it. New game comes out, we'll play it live, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
We'll play it live.
Yeah, what if we got sponsored by Sony? That'd be
By
sick.
Sony?
Sony?
All right, shooting for the moon already, bro.
Wow. Start doing PS5 giveaways.
Wow, that would be insane. I don't know. But yeah, like honestly, like this podcast would have never come into fruition if it wasn't for everyone. So I just want to thank everyone in this room.
Yeah. I mean,
Really?
even the producer behind the last cam,
The last
A big shout out to our producer Daniel
Yeah.
Kirby, Vaudio Media. It's crazy, bro. We're doing a lot of things, but again, I want to welcome you to our official pilot episode.
Yes.
We have another special episode up on the Patreon as well. We're gonna be sort of like, this will be a focal point. So there is a separate YouTube channel as well called The Table, where we're gonna be doing reactions. We're gonna be playing games. And just, I mean, having special guests on too.
Yeah,
We've
just a
actually
bunch
got
of
a,
things.
we got a link, don't we? A command to take everybody
Yeah.
to our socials.
Exclamation table.
Yeah.
Someone type in exclamation table.
Yeah. Even if you don't want to go over, click the subscribe button on the YouTube right away. We'll make you earn it. Don't worry.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
got
Oh,
this.
yes.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
but yeah, you guys can go support us at any of the social medias there. Check them all out. Give us a little follow.
Yeah.
Guarantee, you'll find something that you like talking about on the
That's
table.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, like, everything is about just have like an entirely overarching conversation,
Well, it's a variety show.
which is we're good at. This is
Yeah.
essentially what Gage, Jen, and I do, and when Dan, this is what we do at home, but just live. Essentially.
Oh, and thank you so much for all the follows. I can't read it.
Oh,
My
God, yes.
eyesight isn't as great as
Yeah.
these gentlemen.
Big Vegas with
we-
the sub.
yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, we learned that Jen needs a new prescription.
I need a new
She's like,
prescription,
I
yeah.
can't read. The TV screen's right in front of us, guys.
Yeah.
And then she said, I
No,
can't read a
it's
single one of
not.
those things.
It's like 5 arms length
Bro,
away.
my eyesight's bad and I can read that. Yeah, so thank you guys so
Thank
much
you
for
so
all
much.
the subs and all the support, all the follows and stuff
Yes.
initially too. If you've come from
Yes.
maybe a retweet from one of my good friends, I
Yes.
asked my colleagues to
Big
kind of
shout
shout it
out.
out.
Yeah.
So if you come from somewhere else, we're happy to have you and we hope you enjoy the show.
All right. So
Do you want to get into the first topic?
yeah, let's move over. Let's move over to the first topic. Let's
Yeah.
get it like officially started, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Limited list on the TCG came out,
Yes.
and the Master Duel list
The
came out.
Master Duel one even more recent,
yeah,
actually.
I
Just
mean,
came out yesterday, I think. Dude.
Both lists are huge.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for
It's
the
bigger
tier
than life.
one.
Can we actually pull up the TCG one first? Because that one like was before.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
yeah.
with TCG first.
Yeah, because like I mean, a lot of people have already talked about it. I know like a lot of bigger names like Mike Pack already did a
Oh,
big thing on
everyone
it.
already did.
You know what I'm saying? And like I mean, like again, like they are much better players than we are. But
Well,
I mean,
I didn't say that about
Hey, hey,
hey.
Come on.
how many
let me
rings
speak
you
for
got?
myself, bro.
How many rings you got?
They don't. They give out rings.
No. Well,
Or he brings
we
rings or-
call it rings, but they give out
Oh,
trophies.
okay. Whoa,
Holy
my
smokes, Feeny,
God!
thanks for the support, bro. Right away.
I don't even.
I don't even know
can't
what
even
happened.
tell how many that
Holy.
is.
That's a hundo. He dropped the hundo stack.
Oh my
100
God!
gifted.
Feeny,
Oh
very
my
generous,
God.
bro.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
bro.
much.
Feeny, you madman.
He's a madman.
Holy moly.
Do you know Feeny?
I don't know him personally, but yeah,
No,
Feeny's
no,
a regular
no.
in my chat too. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you so
Oh
much,
my
Feeny.
Lord, have
Holy.
mercy on my poor soul.
Let's
So,
just
guys,
wait it out.
We're gonna be interacting with you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Correct.
Keep in mind we'll be working some things out, seeing what fits and what doesn't. So
Yeah.
Correct.
like if we're not interacting with you guys all the time, doesn't mean we're not seeing what you're saying.
Correct.
We're
But,
not
we
ignoring you.
Just gotta keep a tempo to the show that makes sense, you know.
Exactly. So
Feeny, thank you.
Yeah.
for the
Thank you so
100.
much.
Perfect transition. Maybe perfect transition.
maybe.
Speaking of 100, we
100.
got about 100 cards to go talk about.
Yeah, we
from
do.
that
Actually,
list.
Okay.
collectively,
There's
probably
a
100.
lot. So let's actually just get into that
Yeah.
before we take any more time.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's head over to the TCG
Yes.
and let's start with the Forbidden and Limited card list update. Now, there aren't that many cards, but there are some big hits.
Oh, there's a lot of
right?
hits now.
Yeah,
So a lot of people have talked about this format going into effect January 1st, by the way.
Correct.
Man, I'm kind of happy to have a new year, new list. That feels
That-
kind of good.
that's
New
what
year,
I'm
new
saying. They did a
list.
good job. They did a good job.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Well,
about
I mean, they murked the Shizu stuff,
Yeah,
so
Jen,
I
how
can't
does
even
it
play
feel?
that.
How does it
What?
feel? Your Tierleman's deck just getting absolutely
Oh
obliterated.
no, it was already obliterated.
That's
I haven't played meta for like a year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but still, like, because
Yeah.
when you played, it,
Yeah.
it was at 1.
no,
Oh, was it at
it
3
was
when you
at
played?
full power.
Oh, damn.
it. It's feeling
That's
an
when I
eternity.
played.
Throw the deck away. Throw the deck
Oh
away.
no, I have to throw the deck away. But I mean, how do you feel, Gage?
Oh,
You're the most meta player
well,
out of us.
Let's go for the forbidden cards. Let's just talk about them real quick.
Yeah.
We have Agito, Kelback, Mathmech Circular, and I sold it. Right?
Isolde, yeah.
He's older.
Yeah, so I think those are all really significant ones. Agito and Kelbeck are like the only thing keeping like the tier limit deck afloat.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
and like
yeah.
with those removed, like I feel like that removes like the high roll potential of
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Not to say like the deck still doesn't have moves, but
You can still play tier.
I mean,
put it away,
well,
bro.
yeah.
Put it away.
And the thing is, like, you just don't get enough interruptions. Like, you can set up a board, but like Rukalos, Solik, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and you gotta get lucky too.
No,
like,
you
your
gotta
hand
get
needs to be-
lucky.
your
Are they
opening
still
grip.
making Rukalos? I don't even like. Do they use King of the Swamp anymore? I think that's like outdated. Isn't
Is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
We
think
haven't
they.
played.
I don't think they do that.
I'm a
anymore.
fossil at this point.
Dan, do you have any idea, Dan? Do you know?
Yeah.
Do
What
you say
are
Mug
they
and Rook?
building?
I don't even think so.
For tier?
Yeah. What's a
Yeah.
tier board? Yeah.
Isn't tier dead?
No,
Hey,
no, no.
hey,
deck
hey.
is still good. It's
That is
it's
still
just
good.
like
OCG still plays it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think
I
they
mean,
make
well,
Raquel
OCG
hard.
has a
Josh would
different-
be the one.
There
to
were
ask.
some builds
Yeah.
that used to play like take advantage of like King of the Swamp and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
weren't very good.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
deck
but-
is pretty much evolved, and there's other things that it's been able
Exactly.
to do. Like I'm
exactly.
pretty sure like they've included Destiny heroes to be able to make like Dangerous and
Yes.
like Beatrice and the likes.
Yeah.
And it's adapted, and it's a deck that can continue to adapt because all
Correct.
the tools are so good.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's gone. I'm just kind of tired.
You're
There's
glad
some
it's
decks that like
gone.
they get just like irritating to play against after a while.
That's true.
Yeah.
They just like overstay their welcome.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, Tears. I mean, yeah. You think they overstayed their welcome?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a long format.
It was a very long form.
format. And like we started at the tail end of TOS format.
Yeah.
And TOS format was really long too. But I mean,
No, when we went to our first regionals for the Connecticut Hartford regionals, that was a.
it was like Ultrageist and like
No.
Lunalight at that point.
It was all no. You only faced off with the Luna like players.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
mainly spirals.
That was full power spiral format.
was
full
with
power
with
spiral
Tri-Gate
format,
Wizard.
yes.
Oh my
I don't think
god.
a lot of people like
Yeah.
that one.
Yes.
That was a miserable format.
Yeah.
But yeah, like no, I've pretty much I've liked where the format's kind of shaped up recently, and I think this list is doing a lot of things that it needs to do.
Okay.
Like, how do you feel about Circular getting banned? I know a
I
lot
mean-
of people like are a little bit kind of shocked, honestly, that Circular's gone.
I am not a fan of Mathemax.
Me neither.
Like it's
Oh,
so
you guys don't like math?
yeah. So for me, it's not too big of a hit because like, I mean, yeah, Circular is broken, right? You could open Circular 3 hand traps and a non factor and still just absolutely cream somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those decks, right? I mean, because like Circular was essentially like kind of like the consistency. It overtook kind of Tri Brigade, like when Revolt was a big thing.
Yeah.
Then we got Super Factorial, and then people were just like, I don't want to play with you anymore on Revolt. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the thing is for Circular, like why they banned it? Like, is it because of
Oh,
math
it's just
max,
'cause-
or
well,
they just?
I mean, I don't even because
Yeah.
Mathmech wasn't performing too well.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Oh.
the thing is like Circular is that dude. It's a
Yeah,
hell of
yeah,
a
yeah.
card.
Like,
That's one of those
dude.
cards
Yeah.
that you read once in like I don't want to say a lifetime because we've been getting a lot of cards like
Yeah.
that. But that's a card that you get once a year where you're like that is
Yeah.
going to change the game.
Okay.
And that single-handedly that's made the deck possible. It searches your spell trap follow up. It's
Yep.
like a free special summon. It gets
Oh.
your
Yeah.
extenders out.
Okay.
It's crazy card.
Yeah, like
and then
it-
I sold a like is also something I think like they even preemptive, right? That's a card like you remember when we got the first what was the set? They debuted all like the really good Link 2s in for the OCG. They gave them all to like every
OCG?
like Hauka Fibrax. I sold a
Oh.
dual power.
I don't think it was dual power.
No, it's not dual.
It was like an
power.
anniversary collection or something. But that was like they got in the OCG,
For
and I
Hulk?
remember, yeah, for
Oh,
they got everything in it.
It was
And then
probably
for
the 20 something anniversary.
it was
They have a
something.
bunch
Sure,
of those.
But
sure,
like
sure.
They have a
they
bunch.
released all of them for the OCG, and
Okay.
we ended up getting all the cards piecemeal for like the next year and a half.
Yes.
And that's why we
Oh.
waited so long to get Hauka Fibrax and stuff like that. And this was one of those cards that came out at that time, and you read it and you're like, whoa, like
Yeah,
that
no,
card
no.
means
Yeah, yeah.
business. And it just takes, this long to find like a footing and actually be like really proactive. And
You know who really got that card banned? Jeff Leonard.
What?
You think so
They
with his
said-
Exodia
they
FTK?
saw him do the Exodia FTK and said, this card, it's gotta go.
Too good.
It's
good.
gotta go.
to zero.
No, but I mean, because we're getting a lot of new, we got a lot of
Yeah,
new
yeah,
Infernal support. And like Exodia is just like any warrior toolbox deck. You want to end on an FTK, OTK, unbreakable board, like, it'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like it'll do it. Like, I mean, like on the ban list, what is the most banned extra deck type of card?
Type?
Is it Links,
I think
Synchros?
it's XYZ.
X.
No shot. XYZs are the most fairest
No,
archetypes.
is it synchros?
Bro, have you read a card like Lavalval Chain?
Lavalval
Shockmaster?
Chain.
Okay, obviously
Yeah.
there are some. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, but like the thing is that I think it's I didn't do the research. I
Yeah.
can't tell you, but I
Yeah.
think it's XYZ because they're the generically the easiest to make.
is it?
2-level, you don't take tuners to make them, right? Like so, like any deck can play these XYZs.
I
Surprisingly, I looked up just the other day. There's 3 Link monsters that are banned. Just 3.
It's Link Cross, Union Carrier, Hauka Fibrax.
Oh wait, yeah,
No.
is that wait? No, there's more than that.
There's
No,
way
no,
more.
there's
There's
way
way
more
more
than
than that.
There's 3 limited. I'm so dumb. It was
Yeah, what?
because of the new limited cards.
No,
I
no,
just
no, yeah.
yeah.
I'm like,
there's way
3?
more.
You're
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
I still think it's XYZs is the most. I'd have to
Okay.
venture, but we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of limits, because I'm stupid, I already spoiled it.
Yeah,
There's 2 limited Link monsters.
let's move over.
Those.
Oh, yeah,
Holy
that's a
moly.
bunch, yeah.
Sure. We'll just start from the top. Unchained Soul of Sharvara. That's a new card.
Mhm.
It's a newer card that just got immediately
Murked
zonked
off
to
the-
1.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts.
It's like new enough, but like Unchained, if you remember the last list we had, didn't
Yeah.
get any hits to it, and everyone was like, "Why? It's the best deck of the format."
Was it though?
It ended up being like really
Well,
good.
yeah,
I'd say it's a
everyone played
tier
it.
1
Like-
strategy, but like that was the thing is like we were just on the cusp of like clearing out the rest of the older decks. And then it's like Unchained had already been discovered as that next threat, and it didn't get hit. This is a good one, though, because Shavara's very annoying. That card is very powerful.
It's like just the way it interrupts you is mad annoying. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know too much about Unchained, but
okay. Just know you don't have to deal with that card.
I definitely don't have to deal with that card.
If someone does if someone does hit you with it, just you have a right to be mad about it.
You get to be the one of.
Okay, Rescue Ace Airlifter. Not really much to say about that card.
Yeah.
I mean, Rescue Ace. How do you feel about the deck, bro?
I don't like the gameplay loop of Rescue Ace.
Same.
I'm
not a fan.
I feel like why is the deck like I don't know why the deck's game plan is okay. I summon my big guy and my guy sets 4,
right? That's what I'm saying.
And
it's
that's like feel like those guys. Like I feel like what's a popular saying amongst players? I think people were saying like if they end up setting 8 in a game, just go to the next one. It's just over at that point.
Okay.
No, I feel like Airlifter's like the most fair hit out of all that too.
I think
the
so
deck
too.
is still like it's good.
It's playable.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's still very playable. It's probably very good still. Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders. That's one of my favorite.
Welcome
cards.
back. Welcome back.
Welcome
Big fan of
back.
that card.
Welcome back.
We actually have a lot to get into with the Master Duel list right after.
Yeah,
this.
Yes,
So
yes.
maybe we save that. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Because because the question for that is, would like full power Dragon Rulers even do anything? But okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
And then Orcus
Go
Harp.
Harp.
Harp, yeah.
Orcus players have been praying for this card to come back, but like Bestials exist, right? So it's like, oh wait, no, it banishes for cost.
What?
Harp Horror, does it not? Doesn't Harp Horror banish for cost anyway?
I don't think so. I think it's all part of the effect.
It does?
Really?
It
Yeah,
bans for cost. Okay,
Does
bans
it?
for cost.
Oh, it does banish for
So
cost.
Bestials don't even matter then at that point.
No, they do. I mean, unless you have the Babel up.
Yeah, but when do you not have Babel as like
are
your
you using
fourth?
Harp Horror as your start? If you're using Harp Horror as your starter, you don't have the Babel up.
Ooh.
So I still think it's like reasonable to assume that like the Bestials, because the Orcus weren't good at that time when the Bestials were around. And it's like the
True.
thing is, I always talk about another hit that like Spiral. I'm not gonna get too into it.
Oh,
But,
like
like
Spirals.
the master plan, right?
Yes.
That's a dark, and the only way to get value off is you reborn it with Rescue. And I always say, do you know how silly I would look if I go activate Rescue, target the plan, and then you go, okay, Magnemite. And then I'm like, well, let's go game 2.
Game two it is.
Like I feel like there's a lot that the Bestials definitely change up. This is one of the ones that I'm curious to see, like, if people even adapt to it.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people saying it's like out past its prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing is huge though. Jen,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Goes
Look at all
in
those
match?
floodgates. Goes in,
I
right?
know.
And Tikaboo, bro.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Susu.
Yeah.
Where it's
Hey, what do you
floodgate.
mean?
That's all your floodgates that you play.
No, I told Gage last time because he was
Well,
like,
that's quite funny.
He literally said the same thing. He walked in, he's like, your side deck, and I was like, I don't use any of those cards in the side deck.
He
No,
does-
but I know you don't use those, but
No, he uses like actually none of the. It's so funny. I go Susu, bro. I say nice red Maju strategy. What are you gonna do siding for game 1? And he's like, bro, I play summon limit. I play
Oh,
what was the other
anti-
one?
D-barrier.
Anti-spell
Anti-spell.
fragrance
Yeah.
and D-barrier. And I'm like,
he doesn't
you're
play
good.
any of those.
No, I literally don't play
Yeah.
any of those because,
He
like, I mean,
doesn't.
those are great cards, but like,
Were they
those are
doing
cards
something?
I can't play under. So it's like, why play it?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, again, like for all the floodgate enjoyers, for like the
Floodgate
30 of you out
enjoyers.
there,
Yeah.
like, you're
Okay.
good. You know, like.
no, I think this is huge. This is like monumental though, because like
Is that
floodgates
you?
have been something in Yu-Gi-Oh forever.
Forever.
And it's been something that I think a lot of people, including myself, I had an entire episode of Magical Hats when I did that with a couple of my
Yeah,
friends,
yeah.
and we had an episode on floodgates. And
Yeah.
I had the mentality like, well, these have been there since the start of the game.
Correct,
I'm going to
correct.
defend it. And I was like, well, they're, they have to be in the game at some point, right? But this is the
Yeah.
first time they've made like that stand. We've
Like-
seen it in Master Duel where the best of 1, it's very frustrating.
Very,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like the
oh,
best
absolutely.
of 3, it's like, well, you should have sided clone.
Yeah, yeah.
Side clone. What are
Exactly,
you, a dummy?
exactly.
Right? But
Like, you have something.
yeah, this is a huge deal. I'm really excited to see because I like. It seems like a lot of people say decks are buoyed by like the floodgates.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to
Ah.
see if like the better player wins now, right? Like, is that going to be what it comes down to?
am I not just the best player if I just draw the floodgates?
But
Well,
the,
what
the,
if it
the
takes-
question is, are you putting the one of floodgates in your side deck, or is there
Oh,
a
probably.
better card to put in?
I mean,
I mean-
I'll be honest. With the ban list as it is right now,
Yeah.
I actually put one of each in my side deck, and I took out DDG.
You did?
I did, yeah. So
Nobody
like, I have
asks-
one of each.
The difference is nobody asks Susu for deck building advice. So
No, no.
Oh my god, the disrespect!
Oh, the disrespect.
moving on. I'll talk briefly about the Sinavalon stuff
Please,
because
yeah,
I played
'cause
those decks.
you played that deck.
This is a
yeah.
huge hit. Like Dryas, you have to go into like 2 of them in the combo.
Yeah, she's
Healer,
Okay.
you could get away with like one of
One.
them and like finding some ways around it. But like Dryas is like always you had to go into 2 to be able to lock in the combos with Healer. they have adapted from what I've heard.
Yes.
And I do think there's tons of support on the way. I don't know if you've seen the
Yeah,
new
no, I
plant cards.
did.
They're
They're nuts.
Sun
unreal.
Avalon?
They're nuts.
So this,
They're nuts.
like everyone kind of talks about like this deck isn't a threat. Nobody cares, right? But like that's the cards that I think would really do something with it. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they develop after that.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Now-
last two are like big ones.
They
though.
are. And I want to
Oh,
talk
they're
about
huge.
Ib.
You do?
I do.
Why?
Because Dark Neostorm, that was Ib, right?
Yeah.
Dark Neostorm was the first set we ever opened
Yeah.
when we started our channel.
No, we didn't.
It was the Megatins and then Dark Neostorm. Megatins don't count.
Oh, you and Joe
Yeah,
opened
me
it.
and Joe.
I don't know.
Dark Neo. Hey, yo,
Yeah,
shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
Dark Neostorm. When we pulled this card, we read it. And back then, we knew nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Literally nothing.
Well, you guys are new.
We were like brand spanking
Brand
new.
spanking new.
And I looked at this card, I read it, and I was like, this shit is broken, bro. I was like, what is going on?
Wait, was
And
it
then-
at 3 at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
then immediately, it got banned.
I don't
Oh,
think
and
a
then
lot
it
of
came
people-
back.
But yeah,
No, yeah, it was
Oh,
banned,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
I don't think a lot of people thought it was even good back then.
Really?
It was like fringely good in Dragon Link, which was like the eighth best deck or something like that. It really wasn't like that crazy. I'm curious to see. It's like I wonder if it has the Denglong effect, right? Like that was a
Correct.
card where you're like, oh my god, bro, Denglong's back.
Yeah,
Search a counter trap.
And then
Game's
no one,
over, and then
yeah,
nobody ever
no
played
one ever
it.
plays it.
So
Now,
where
I think
do
this
you
card
go?
might be slightly better.
No,
Yeah.
Ib has like 2 new FTKs with it.
Does
Huh?
it?
Yeah, it has like 2 new FTKs.
Wait, so where do you play it? Like,
In
Can
the
you-
FTKs.
oh,
what's,
like
what's the FTK
that-
deck?
Yeah,
that
what's
it
the
shells in,
FTK
though?
deck?
What's it
Man,
fit?
don't ask me questions that you don't want answers
All
to.
right, all right,
Yeah.
Susu.
All right.
Knowing a lot. And then Snatch Steal's the last one, though.
Snatch Steel.
I think that's interesting.
I don't think anyone's gonna play.
I don't know.
Who's playing it today?
What?
What?
Who's gonna play Snatch Steel in a deck today?
There's like some. The only scenario that I found that Snatch Steal is better is Snatch Steal is like better in Makonko because they play like the hidden
The
armor.
equi-
to search
sure,
it.
Oh.
But
sure.
also like if you Snatch Steal a Nawire with more than 5 material,
Yeah.
you take it.
Sure.
But that's assuming your opponent just lets it resolve.
Right.
And that's
Right.
like fringe. The thing is I want to bring up is Snatch Steal was unbanned in like 2014 or something.
That's a
Okay.
while
One
ago.
format.
One.
One format. It was Burning Abyss format. And they said that was a bad idea.
Really?
Since then, that was when Change of Heart was banned.
Oh.
And since
Yeah.
then, we've gotten Change of Heart back.
That's right.
Yeah.
You
And
did.
everyone lost their mind.
Yes.
And nowadays, it's like, it's good,
Yeah.
but it's like
Yeah.
a side deck tech.
Correct.
Yes.
And it's like, now with the knowledge that we know, even Change of Heart didn't change the game.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is Snatch Steal going to live up to that old potential?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
I mean, it loses to back row removal.
It does.
That's a silly argument. Though,
But
man.
still, it does. I mean, Change of Heart is Change of Heart. You activate it, you get it, big whoop.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna play it in their decks like competitively, casually maybe, like the Grand Maju enjoyers. But other than that, man,
Snatch Steal and Grim Maju?
yeah, I don't know what.
What do you mean? I don't know.
the game's lasting one turn anyway. Give me your
Okay,
guy.
game's
Give me your
last.
guy. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, and Jane, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs.
Jane with the Ken.
Thank you so much.
Ken,
Thank you,
Ken, 10 gifted.
All right, let's go to the next
All
one.
right.
Get us to semis.
Semi-limited.
Was there a lot?
No,
Oh,
no,
Not a
no,
lot of
no,
semis
no.
now.
Oh, Pearly.
Yeah, Sleeping Memory. Oh, yeah, I don't know. The
Wait,
Poly deck
didn't
is
you
mad
play
annoying.
Pearly?
Not a lot. I
Oh,
didn't
you
play a
didn't
lot
play
of Pearly.
Pearly.
No,
But,
Pac played
Pac
a lot,
played
and
Pearl.
he said like that doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just inclined to agree. It's Pac, you know.
The thing is like you said that not you in particular, but like people said that about like Delicious Memory when
Yeah.
I went to Tudu. It doesn't technically do a lot because you
Yeah.
can still do all your plays,
Exactly.
but like having the 33% chance that you don't get that card
Yes.
off of your
It's
my
big.
friend
Yeah, it's
Pearly,
big, yeah.
that matters. That can change games, right? Like
Statistically, it
if you're like,
matters.
I really need to search specifically this card to stay
Yeah.
in the game, and you have a third of the less chance to get it,
True.
like that's gonna change some numbers.
True.
I don't think it's a large hit though. But that's
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The other
either.
two are cool though. Pankratops
Yeah.
and
Pankratops
Sangre
are
Terratops.
Two.
Pankratops is neat.
Why couldn't Pankratops be an 8, yo?
At 8,
And what?
A level 8.
Oh, level
Oh,
that would have
eight.
been
level
the
eight.
craziest
Nice.
Grand Maju card on the planet, bro.
You-
Summon pop overlay.
You've
Oh
been
my
saying
God.
that
I love how you
ever
already
since you
thought
saw
about
it.
that.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
No, he mentioned it all the time.
Bro.
Why couldn't it be a level 8?
No, Pank is a sick card though.
No,
I,
it's sick.
It's sick. It is.
I don't know. I feel like it's gone through a lot of discussion if it's better than Fenrir, and I feel like it has its own applications. Like a cool thing that might come up is that like Pank beats over Fenrir.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's like a really big thing when you're going like second or something into
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Fenrir. Like that's huge being able to attack over.
Yeah, agreed.
So like
agreed.
I don't know which one's better still. I'm inclined to think Fenrir because I think searching another copy of Fenrir is like
It's kind of
at
broken.
times oppressive.
Yeah, or even
Yeah.
Scareclaw Cash if you're playing.
Yeah, so
something.
like I think I'm inclined to think Fenrir is just better.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Pankratops I think it's gonna cause some waves, right?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
so too. I think it'll be a lot of like 2 ofs in the side deck.
Yeah,
for
and then
sure.
Terratop, I think we'll hear more about it when it's a 3.
Yeah.
which I think will be next list.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll throw
too.
it out there. It can come to 3.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, it can come
hey,
to
yo.
3.
Okay. All right, the last one is the unlimited list.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh yeah, there was a bunch here.
Arch. All the Infernity players right now, bro.
Archfiend actually at 3 is sick. Call me when launcher comes.
When the launcher comes back,
and then we'll cook something.
Holy
up.
moly! So people start setting back row, but they're monsters, and you LS them, and they just scoop immediately. You know?
There's like, I don't know if you do this too, but like archetypes that like get new support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I find myself like you read them and you're like, whoa, these cards are insane.
Yeah.
But I find myself the next day, like I remind myself they don't have this card, and then I just completely black them out of my memory.
Right.
Well, but seeing like Archfiend come to 3 the other
Yeah.
day, I had to look up some of the cards that they got recently.
Yes.
They got like a reborn /
Yeah.
Telly card or
Yeah.
something. They actually got some really broken stuff to
Yeah.
tie with it.
Probably did.
Unfortunately, launchers at 1. So I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think that deck's gonna
because
do
the deck revolves. If you guys don't know, like the deck pretty much revolves around you resolving launcher. So
Wait, don't you have a core?
an Archfiend core?
No,
Inferni.
no, I have Infernoids.
Oh, Infernoid.
Infernoids.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
She was inferring.
Yeah,
that you
she was
had
exactly,
the
yeah.
proper infer deck.
Yeah. Next we have Kashtira Unicorn. I mean, at 3, it's whatever. I mean, I
whatever?
don't think anyone is playing like pure cash anymore anyway.
Funny enough, people are scared of this. Like I think like the
Really?
pure cash, the unicorn at 3 is a big deal, right? That
I mean,
gets
it
you everything.
is.
Like
Oh,
yeah, I
some
guess
peop-
your Theos' birth.
your birth,
Yeah,
theosis,
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like
People
that's
still
kind
play.
of a big deal. I'm curious to see. Everyone says like be scared of the Kashtira like mid range deck, right?
Oh,
the one that
mid-range Kashtira.
it doesn't do anything too crazy.
Okay.
But the small stuff it does is just like
Uh,
better than your small stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what
Ah.
adds up.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Oh.
I'm inclined to think that unless they open the shifter, I'm not going to be scared of them.
Mm.
But I don't know. This deck is scary in general. The other stuff here, though, these last
Yeah,
cards,
last
Yeah, the
5.
last
all bangers,
5,
yeah.
except like the very last one.
Yeah.
Mind control has gone from 1 to 3. I
Yes.
don't know if you realize that 1 to 3.
Yeah,
is a huge
it's
deal.
huge
Yeah.
deal. But again,
What?
like, would you in your side deck play 3 mind control?
Depends on the deck, but yeah.
Really?
No, so it's completely
Hmm.
different. I think from like the one of Change a Heart or like the one of
Snatch
like
Steal?
Snatch. Steal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can reliably draw your mind controls and stuff.
That's
like that.
true.
And I
Mm.
think that changes a lot. It depends on the deck. The last time we saw mind control played in multiples was when it was legal at multiples with Sky Striker, and you could take your
Right.
opponent's
Yes.
monster
Wow.
and link it off.
Link it off. Yeah.
In that scenario, dog, that's crazy, right? Having
Yeah.
this card at 3, but like Sky Strikers, until we get the new support, they're not going to be doing too much. I
Sure.
just think like that's going to be one of those cards though that people find a way. Like if people are making Change a Heart good now,
Yeah.
like having a more reliable side deck card that I can see like that, maybe there's something there.
I mean, technically
Okay.
now we have 5. No. Like
What?
6 copies of a monster take, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have Snatch Steal, Change of Heart,
Heart.
3 mind controls,
Yes.
and
that's it.
no, there's one more.
What?
Oh, whatever.
Tactics, like I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, tactics.
I'll just take.
Next, Spellbook of Judgment at 3 is actually huge.
Not really.
No,
No,
it's,
but-
it's
I
huge,
wish.
bro.
No,
It's
why
the
is
first
it
time
huge?
it's the first time in like 10 years.
Jowgen
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, first time in
What?
10 years that this card has come.
Did you say Jowgen Pass?
Jowgen Pass, bro.
Oh my god.
No, it's the first time in 10 years that this card has gone to 3. I mean,
Yeah.
that's sick. I love this card. I love that deck, but no, it's not going to do anything.
Okay.
I hate to
Okay.
be it. The next one
Upstart
might, though.
Goblin.
Huh?
I feel like this is the one that a lot of pros are talking about. The Upstart Goblin.
Also
Yeah.
got with 3 37 card decks. I don't know, man.
Ooh.
I don't know. How do you feel about Upstart Goblin at 3?
I was trying to think of like places I would put it, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm currently playing Centurion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I've been playing Pot of Desires, which is also with
Also at 3 now.
But
Yeah. Yes.
that's the card that I thought about. Like, I don't like banishing my engine. So is it like, is it ever better to just say, let me not play this pot card, and instead let me just play Upstart?
I mean, how do you feel about that?
3 Upstart Goblins?
3 Upstart, essentially you're turning it into a 37 card
Yes.
deck now. So
I mean, where has it ever come to a situation where I have to draw my? I mean, well, for you, Grand Madra's like a little different.
I mean,
but
any deck you
I
draw,
mean,
you just
I
have
think-
card advantage.
I think like what Gage said, like even like with like Pot of Prosperity or like all these other like draw cards, I'd
Yeah.
rather draw it than like
Give up.
possibly banish it
Resources?
because that's why I hate playing Pot of Desires. I tell you this all the time. I hate Pot of Desires,
Sick.
so I'd rather just play 3 Upstart Goblins.
Yeah, I mean, again, like everything is like really deck dependent. Like
Yeah,
if,
I know.
I were
Yeah,
if I were playing like strikers or like or rather a mid range deck, right? If
Yeah.
I was playing a mid range deck, I think Upstart is fine.
yeah.
But you know, if you're playing the best deck on the planet, like Grand Maju, you don't want to be giving your opponent life points. You want to be taking them away.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
curious to see if it finds like the thing is like I think a lot of people have also said Pot of Prosperity is a better Upstart Goblin, like for a lot of decks. Pot of Prosperity in particular
Yeah.
because you get to pick the 6.
You have to pick
No,
the
no,
6.
yes,
But the
yes,
problem
yes.
is like, okay, is there a benefit that I can play 3 Upstart and 3 Pot of Desires because
Yeah.
Prosperity stops you from drawing? So maybe there's like a benefit there. I do think Upstart, I think someone's going to find a nice place for it.
Okay.
I'm curious where it comes
In
out.
the
though.
main deck?
In the main
Oh,
deck.
yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
main
absolutely.
deck,
That
right?
is not a.
You
that's
definitely
not a
don't
side
side
note.
those in.
Yeah. And then Pot of Desires, we just talked about it. At 3, I think it's like
It's godly.
I don't think it ever
It's
should have went
godly.
to 2.
That's or 1.
I didn't even remember it was a 1.
It was
brought
at
it
one.
went to
yeah.
one.
It was a 2 and then now.
And then because and I was just like, why, bro? It was when Sorcerer was playing it a lot, and it went to
That's
1.
not even a good enough reason.
That's
bro.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Doesn't
Like,
even
why
make
did it
sense.
go to 1? Like, it made no sense to me.
And then Sprite Starter is at 3 now. It's from 2. I think it came from 2.
I think it's good.
I think
Mana
that's fine
Diems.
too.
Mana Diem
Yeah.
sprites. Ooh. People are
Manadian
saying,
sprites.
yeah, people are saying like the Mana Diem deck is like now the new Adamantipator deck.
Is it?
And now with like triple starter, like Mana
Yeah.
Diem sprites is actually like pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Maybe we'll
I don't think
definitely
it
gonna
makes
look
that
at
big
it.
of a difference. I'm curious to see what adapt. What has been playing the Sprite engine recently?
I don't.
Mana Diems.
That's it?
Yeah.
Has it just been Mana Diem?
Literally just Mana Diems.
Unless your name is Distant Coder, then you've been playing Sprite for Hire since its inception. Pick a different deck, Kevin. All right.
Okay.
Speaking of Coder, he streams Master Duels. Now let's move over to the
Yeah.
Master Duel category.
Yay.
This list is actually probably bigger or as big as a TCG one.
This one's a huge deal. Like actually,
Yeah.
this came out last night and it kind of blew my mind.
Okay.
They've been. Let me pick your brains on this real quick. We've been getting. I like to say like a Master Duel list like at least twice a month.
Yeah.
Like that seems
They
like
have?
the thing.
Oh,
have,
And
yeah.
the thing
wow.
is, they can like this list. You'll see they can do some wacky stuff.
Yeah.
They
I'm
can
sure,
do.
yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like you would be happier in a TCG world where we got like these half a month ban lists or even 1 a month?
Yeah.
But they were able to make these drastic changes to make things. Or do you feel like you would get fatigued? You'd be like, okay, I don't even know what the game is at this month now because it changes so often.
Sure. So here's my
Uh,
opinion on that. In the TCG, people buy and sell cards dependent on the ban list,
Yeah.
right? And people like no one really, other than like maybe content creators, like who else holds like 20 deck cores, right? Because like on Master Duel, like no matter how the ban list changes, you either just don't play the decks because you already have the cards. Like there's no way you can sell the cards on Master Duel.
Sure.
So like
Yeah.
I think like it makes it a bit easier on an electronic format where you're not dependent on cards holding actual monetary value, right? Because the only way I make money from my Master Duel account is if I sell that account to
Yes.
somebody.
Yeah. Okay, like I guess
Yeah.
another question, like Jen, or like
Yes.
do you like to play multiple decks, or do you like to like this is my deck, I'm going
Oh.
to master this deck, and this is the deck that I will play until it's
Yeah.
no longer played.
Oh yeah, I'm committed. I only
You're
play
committed.
one deck.
In relationships and in Master Duels.
I only play one deck. If I fall in love with one deck, I will only play that deck.
I feel like that
Yeah.
matters a lot more for like TCG.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
you paid money
Yeah.
to get the deck and everything
Right,
like that.
max
and you wanna
rarity.
play it. In Master Duel, I feel like
Max
it's
rarity.
easier to pick up multiple decks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I click a button and I have everything.
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
So I
exactly.
think like maybe Master Duel is just the home for that kind of like
yeah, I
Yes.
think
wrap it
so.
up thing.
I mean, it is a best of one too. So like they can literally try whatever they want.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
like this is them literally throwing shit at the wall and
Yeah.
seeing what
Yeah,
sticks.
and then you know what? We've seen it before where some of them have been stinkers. You remember the
Ye-
first
Yes.
one?
Yes.
I kind of want to do an old school video where I go over old Master
Yeah,
lists. 'cause
that'd be
some of
sick,
them
that'd
bad.
be
You
sick.
remember
Okay.
Roxy's to 2? Anybody remember that one, chat? Roxy's to 2. Yeah, what a joke.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is like because we get 2 lists a month, they can make these mistakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can.
And
Exactly.
I feel like it's fine.
I mean,
Okay,
what do
let's-
you prefer then? Oh, sorry.
I
Last question
like
then.
I guess I like it for Master Duel. I don't think it would translate to
To
TCG, though. Like
TCG,
I
yeah.
said, like
Okay, yeah.
I think you guys have a good point where I want to hold on to my cards. I want to, I just bought this. I kind of want to play
Right.
it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, let's go talk
Scroll
about it
us
real quick.
down.
All right,
Oh,
so
wow.
big,
Okay,
the
what
big
did that
thing
say?
was Redox and Title
Title
are
to
from
3.
1 to 3. Now, if you
Yeah.
remember, 2 weeks
What
ago, they put those cards to 1.
Yep.
And that was a big deal on its
Yup,
own, right?
yup.
And now they're at 3.
Oh.
Now, I think it's drastically different that these cards are at 3
3,
rather than
yeah.
at 1.
Oh,
I think
there are a
now
bunch
there's a
of-
talking point.
Okay.
Yeah, and Tempest
Yes,
is
this
at
is
3
small.
now,
Yeah.
too.
So I mean, here's the thing, right? Like when the cards are at 1,
Mm.
you can't really build a deck around it, right? Especially something like as in archetypical. Is that a word? In archetypical.
archetype.
I think that's
As Dragon Rulers, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is its own deck. Like you play tech cards for these cards, right? Like these
Yes.
like you don't play these as tech cards,
No.
right? Like you can use that
You
as maybe
do.
like extended
I-
here and there, but like
You do. I mean, in some decks, they're better as text. Like
Really?
Title was the one that everyone's scared of. I was scared of Title because you think of it. I know the deck's not good right now, but like
Yeah.
Mermail, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine another deck comes around where it's like, okay, I have to send a monster for a water effect?
That's
wow,
true.
that's exactly what Title does.
Right,
and that's
right,
free.
right.
And then like Redox, like it's a reborn for
Yeah.
Earth decks.
Earth decks, right?
Now the
Okay.
funny thing is like Josh backstage here, he's actually said something to me before. He said Redox, he said it's a bad Vernisylph. And I was like,
oh,
wait a minute. I was like,
yeah,
he's right. I was like,
Vernissalum
I was like,
is way better. Yeah,
put it to
Okay.
8 copies. it's fine. Like,
Okay. So this is fine, you think?
No, I mean,
I-
it may make a tidal wave.
I think it's
oh,
fine
oh
in
my
like
God.
a
Take
tech
that back.
scenario, but I'm
Yeah.
curious to see if like the pure dragon roars now. I think if that's a real
yeah,
deck, that's so
yeah, you
cool.
can build it now. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
And
okay.
we have to remember Galaxy Tomahawk is still in Master Duel.
Oh my
Interesting
God,
choice.
that's right.
Hmm.
Summon 5 tokens.
Yeah. Another thing right below it is Terratop. We saw it in TCG go to 2.
2
It's a 3
Yeah.
in
3.
Master Duel. And I
Yeah, no,
guarantee
it's
it's going to be
huge.
fine at 3 on Master Duel.
Yeah.
And then it's going to go to 3 in TCG.
TCG.
Okay.
Yeah, Terratop, like this Speedroid deck, like ends on some massive boards.
You played it?
On 1 Terratop. Imagine on 3.
Oh.
Like, holy moly.
Okay.
Orphis Scorpio, it's okay.
Everyone's saying this is a big deal, actually.
No, why?
I don't know.
Who plays
What?
who plays
I don't
Credit Plan
know.
branded anymore?
I don't know. So the thing that I was trying to think about is like, why are we in a world where like we still have Vertanaconda and
Right,
no one
right.
bats an eye?
But that's what I'm
Oh,
yes.
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
is
yeah.
it really Dragoon was that guy? And I don't think so.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm like, if we have a card that like feels infinitely better than Scorpio, it's not the same purpose exactly.
Sure, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I think the one thing everyone said was Brilliant Fusion or something like that is
Brilliant
searchable off of
Fusion?
this. I still don't think that's enough to make it like that big of a deal, but it's cool. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Wasn't this like in based era for TCG when people were playing pile decks? Like
Yeah.
Summon Scorpio
Oh,
was
Yeah,
like full
someone
combo?
yeah. Well, it wasn't full combo. It was just if you got hand trapped on your main 2 pieces, you can Orphis
Or for sure.
Orphis Scorpio.
Yeah, and then you make Dragoon.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
Dragoon. Yeah.
Long Yuan, fuck that deck, bro.
That's
That
fine.
just fuck that doesn't exist.
I mean,
What-
it's so
That
crazy
doesn't
that Protos is still a card, and that's, like,
yes, dude.
that's not even a problem.
Come on, dude. Get rid of Protos, man.
Oh, Protos is still active
Yeah.
in Master?
Yeah, yeah. No, Protos is still
Oh.
it's
legal
so
and
annoying.
Nobody plays the deck, which is surprising.
should
Especially when
have
like
sold ours, by
Bystials
the
are
way.
like really freaking good now too. Like the Bystial deck.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Protos Call Dark, good game. Extended
Yeah,
handshake.
GG's. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
No, so like I think that's gonna be inconsequential.
Okay.
But
Same.
like this list was that those ones are sick there. Okay,
Yeah.
go down to the next
Yeah,
part.
go down. So we have literally
Pearly.
Pretty Memory, TCG, carbon copy here. 3
yeah.
and 2.
Sleepy Memory
Fanrayer.
was the one that went.
Oh, sorry. You're right. It was
Yeah.
Sleepy. Yeah.
And the thing is, we still don't have all the pearly cards.
Correct.
Right.
That deck is like as soon as that deck gets the little baby black cat,
Yeah.
the XYZ one,
Yeah.
it'll get a breath of fresh
that
life
one.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fenrir.
And you're the one.
People, I don't care. When Fenrir was at 2, like when you play Master Duels,
Mm.
they always have it.
Oh yeah,
They always have
What
it.
do you mean?
Like
they just always draw.
They
They
always,
always
it's,
have
al-
it.
it's
They just
always the
always
first
have
summon.
it.
That's why, because I've been telling people like
Yeah.
in chat, I was like, bro, just Maxi and draw phase because I guarantee you they're gonna summon Fenrir. But like at 1,
I don't respect it anymore. Like,
yeah, that's
the
what I'm
funny
saying.
thing is, man, is we just talked about we had a debate about what's better, Pancratops or Fenrir.
Fenrir,
Hank
exactly.
is at 3 in Master Duel, and
yeah.
nobody plays him.
No one.
Nobody
no one.
plays
Not a
Pancratops.
soul.
I think it's like it's so cool to see like specific cards that are like printed, and you think like, wow, are these
Yeah.
printed just for the side deck?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, the
Yeah.
game really is different when that doesn't exist, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro. Okay. Next we have
Border at
Awesome.
1. I mean,
Awesome. I don't even have to say anything.
yeah,
about
I mean, great, right?
awesome. Like
Peekaboo, godly.
awesome.
at 1.
Runic Destruction at 1.
Yeah, for
Also.
the runic.
That Runic deck has gone
Yeah.
through some shit.
That's gone through a
it's-
lot.
Yo, the Runic deck's on life support
It
right
is,
now,
bro,
bro.
it is.
Somebody give Distant Coder a call. Is he doing
Yeah,
okay?
one
What?
fountain, one destruction. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. Wait, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
They
Hey,
just don't
scroll
want
down.
to see him win.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
You didn't know
You
that?
didn't know Pot Desires went to
Yo,
1?
are you serious? Are you?
No. Potter's
Why?
That's not the only pot, dude. Duality's at 1 again too.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't see
Did
that?
you even read this list? What?
Bro, my Grand Maju deck.
Well, only on Master Duels, though.
No. Well, I mean, I play a lot of
How else is he gonna banish 10 face down, bro?
What? Bro,
Wait, but why is that? Why do you think it's that?
Why? I couldn't tell you why.
Yeah,
it's at 1.
why? Like,
it's
why the
anti-Susu.
desires?
That's
It's
hated
no, but that's the
Susu.
thing. Like the Extrav is way better than Desires.
Oh, no, it is. Yes.
Like Extrav, Prosperity. Well, I mean, Extrav is at 1, right? Extrav, Prosperity,
Yeah.
both at 1.
Yeah.
All right, fine, whatever. If that's the case, whatever.
All right, Kaiser is 1. The good at good.
I mean,
These
no
are
one really
cards that.
plays that.
Well, I mean, it was played during DC Cup.
Oh, okay.
It was
Oh.
the I'm going to turn my brain off and win
Yeah.
coin flips and win games and make
Okay.
other people upset.
Yeah.
So this is stuff that should have happened a long time ago.
Okay.
And then
Birth is at
Birth
1.
to 1 is
Birth to
huge.
1 is-
that's
huge?
huge. Huge.
Duality
Sure.
at 1.
Whatever. Duality.
it's so crazy. Like I don't think Cash Tier is going to be anything anymore.
I mean, Cash was already a copium
Fenrir's
deck
at 1.
anyway.
Birth
It
is at
was?
1.
Yo,
Arise Hearts banned.
that's what I'm saying.
They really hate that
Oh,
deck in
okay.
Master
Like
Duel.
if you're playing,
Diablosis is banned.
if you were playing Cash in Master Duels,
Yes.
like you're coping bad.
There's a lot of people.
That deck is ass.
Duality at 1, it really sucks. Like I can't imagine like.
Dude, my Flute
I want to
players,
say that's
dog.
Inspector Border type stuff, but also those Flu Wander players are just hurting, bro.
I'm
Leave them
I'm
alone.
hurting.
Leave them alone.
That's my tertiary deck, bro.
Yeah. And
That's your
Delicious
tertiary-
Memory is also at 1.
At 1,
Yes.
yeah, that's pretty big too.
Yeah,
Actually,
we just talked about like
Yeah.
the change from 3 to 2 is a big
Yes.
deal. for
Big
those
deal,
cards.
yeah.
2 to 1, yeah, okay.
big deal.
Synchro Zone?
This is I guarantee you it's because of DC Cup.
It is.
It's literally these like random floodgate cards that
Yeah.
you've never heard of. It's purely off of DC.
These are all
Cup.
things that like I think come to fruition when you play in a tournament like that, and
Yeah.
you realize this best of 1, like
It's
that stuff
annoying,
is
yeah.
is unoutable for some like
No,
people,
literally,
so-
yeah.
Oh, so for floodgates, at least for best of 1, you guys think it's better.
Oh,
At 1,
Like at 1.
it could even be at 0.
I'd
but-
even put them at 0. Like,
But-
Oh, okay.
okay,
All right,
go-
Forbidden.
We don't have a lot of them to go through. I think
It's 2, right?
Super heavy samurai.
the Soul Breaker armor, Super Heavy's right around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we waited so long for that stuff.
I know. Yeah, because I always thought like we were always going to be 3 months behind,
Mhm.
but they're just throwing random shit in there, bro.
No,
I
Oh,
kind of don't
yeah.
mind it. Like I like how they gave us Vanquish Soul all at one time. Like,
Oh,
could you imagine
sure.
if we went 3 months without Zhao Tu and
That-
then nobody ever played the deck?
That's fair.
So
Okay,
like I
that's
kind of
fair.
like what they've been doing.
Sure,
Either
sure.
like just
Yeah.
instead of piecemealing stuff out, they say, okay,
We'll
like,
wait.
we're gonna give you all at one
Yeah, yeah,
point.
yeah.
So I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
That's like the FTK. thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
that-
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
FTK.
Yeah,
okay.
that was the one that does like
Okay,
burn
okay.
damage. So
Yeah.
it would like FTK you.
Yeah, because like I was out the meta, but I'm still like in the meta. Jen just said, "All right, turned off the meta brain." So
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've been playing Pot of Greed for the last
Hey,
6
let's go.
months. I mean,
Demise. That's more Casey
more
Cup stuff.
Demise.
A
Casey
card
Cup
that
stuff. Yeah.
never should have existed at 2
That-
oh,
okay.
why did they ban that?
So
Why
River
was-
Buster
Yeah.
0 is actually kind of big.
Why did they ban that?
I mean, because Dragon Link.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then Chaos Rolls right underneath
Yeah.
it too.
Still?
Speaking of
Oh my
Dragon Link
god!
deck, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
no, Dragon Link got the axe, bro.
Dude,
Definitely needed it.
Wow.
The White Dragon hit is so interesting, though.
It is.
Those were cards we were talking about. Like, why is Black and White
What-
Dragon at 3?
3, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I love how it would make us think, like, why can't we have that in the TCG? And then
Oh.
and then we go through a Master Duel format like
Yeah,
this one,
like
where
this
it was
one,
like
yeah, yeah.
Dragon Link's the best deck. It's the only deck that you
Yes.
should probably be playing on the ladder. And then you're like, that's why we can't have it. It's
Yep.
like, thanks for reminding me digitally why I can't have it.
Thank you.
These cards, Chaos Roller should have gone a long time ago.
Yeah, that card's like actually broken.
It is
Actually
very broken.
That was
Yes.
very frustrating to
Yeah.
deal with in Master Duel too.
Yeah.
Like I think that was the card that allowed these pile decks
Yes.
to exist. Like all the grass decks,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's even grass is like what makes the
Correct.
grass decks exist.
Yes,
It's
yes.
Chaos Ruler allowing
Yeah,
you to
a,
like
Yeah.
a lot of the times, yeah.
mill like 20% of your deck.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Master Duel, did you know they won an award
For
Did they?
what?
What'd they win?
for like the most downloaded game of 2023?
Wow. I'm not being sarcastic. Sorry.
No, like it was
wow.
they got some like those Konami
Yeah,
broke
no.
records, bro. They were
No, I don't know if you realize, but like
Yeah.
the mobile game industry like
Yeah.
like that, dude,
huge.
they'll make more money than you can even dream of.
I'm,
Yeah.
Like, you think
I'm
of a
sure.
figure and they probably make way more of that. Like Duel Links is
oh
like
my god, they
Oh, Duel Links
do you know how
made-
much
yeah.
money they make off
Yes.
printing money.
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I'm like, but that's what you bring up. Like it gets the most downloads.
downloads.
I always
Yeah.
wonder if that's like a legitimate figure because they say we got 1 trillion downloads. You're like,
I
oh my
mean-
god, 1 trillion, that's a big number. And then you're like, why is there 100,000 concurrent players and that's it? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
why is
well,
only
well,
a
you s-
fraction of a percent of those people still playing the
You
game?
say that, but like I mean, like look at like let's look at the top games of all time, right?
What?
Like the most played old games of all time,
Like-
right?
like Candy Crush?
Diablos,
Oh.
the leagues, the Dotas, right?
Oh,
like even
those.
they only have like concurrent players like 100K.
Yeah, 100K
Yeah.
is big actually. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
RuneScape,
it is big.
RuneScape,
Yeah.
old school RuneScape, they passed their largest number, I think at 180,000, and that was
Recently?
this year. Yeah,
No way.
Wow.
old school RuneScape is bumping, bro. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
game's awesome.
That's
Well, I feel like it's making a comeback. Definitely.
And then so do you know what happened with RuneScape?
yeah, because I know RuneScape 2 was supposed to come out.
Well, so they had RuneScape 2, and then they released the Evolution of Combat,
Yes.
which changed like the point and click, and
Yes,
that's not
yes.
how you played the game anymore.
Right.
And then everybody quit.
Quit,
And
yeah.
then they changed that to RuneScape 3, and they said we're gonna bring
Yeah.
back old school RuneScape to
Good choice.
the one that everybody is familiar with.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they revamped that, and it still goes good to the day. They release new content to this day, like brand new.
Oh,
content.
really?
Oh, that's
like
nice.
actually?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's large, man. It's massive.
Yeah, but I mean, like speaking of like awards, right? I know
Yeah.
the game awards just ended like last week or
Yes,
so.
it did.
But
And I
last
like-
week, I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Was it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we definitely want to talk about it,
Mm.
and that was like that was like a flawless segue. I mean,
Flawless
Flawless
segue.
segue.
Okay.
Uh, But the Game Awards happened, and it was huge this year.
Yeah.
A lot of broken records, a lot of unprecedented things.
Like nominees.
Nominees.
yeah.
We actually, the only category we do know was Game of the Year.
That one, everyone knows the
Right.
game of
I mean,
the
which
year.
was Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
well deserved. I think the game was very well fleshed out. I know Gage didn't play it, but Jen and I, we played the shit out of
Oh,
it.
it was fun.
Oh my God.
We liked it.
I know Dan and Josh have played a lot of
Yes.
it too, so I've heard a lot of things about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Game Awards this year, like there's a lot of categories and stuff too that I noticed too.
Yeah.
It's a
Ton.
big deal.
There's a
I
ton.
think I don't know, man. I feel like we're finally hitting those years that gaming is just mainstream and nobody thinks of it as like
Like a
niche
nerdy
anymore.
thing.
nerdy
yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What did I watched a video the other day and it was like the history of the Game Awards, right? It was kind of topical at the time.
Oh,
And it was
okay,
like
sure.
talking about like the first ever Game Awards was in like 2004,
Oh,
and it
wow.
was like it was just like
Like
I-
StarCraft.
no,
and
no,
stuff,
it was like how you think of like the Oscars or something like that. They tried to like replicate that style,
Oh.
but they tried to make it like
Okay.
who plays games in 2004, Jen?
Who plays games?
Who do you think they're targeting their market to in 2004?
like teens? No.
Us.
Dudes.
Us.
Oh, dudes.
Us.
Dudes, right?
Literally us.
Sweaty guys that love titties and stuff like that. So
Ah,
that's
wow.
what they were doing is they were having like half naked women just like showing off the rewards and stuff. And
Oh,
that's
no,
all the game was.
seriously?
That's all it was in 2004. Yeah.
How
They're
did I
like,
not?
Oh.
they're
Now I
like
have to go
only
watch
nerds
that.
play games, only dudes play games.
Okay,
And
okay.
that's what they marketed to. And then nowadays it's like it's everybody, right? It markets everybody. What a wonderful world we
course.
live in.
Yeah.
So now it's more.
Yeah, Solex
Tame.
has it there. It's the Burback Boys. That's the video I watched. It was great.
Yeah. So real quick before we move on to the like actual Game Awards, I just want to give a quick shout out. Optimal is having a huge
Yes.
sale.
That's right, that's right.
On the website. So if you type in exclamation sale in the chat right
it
now,
right now.
type it in right now. His hoodies, crew necks, just everything.
Everything. There is a discount code table 10. So if
Table
you guys
10?
are joining us today. I never, ever do discount codes
Yeah.
on the Optimal website.
I had
so
to
this is a
really-
big deal.
I had to
so
get
if you
it out
guys
of 'em.
want to save any money at all,
Yes, I
hook
did.
yourself up with some nice looking merch.
Yeah,
That's
it
not the
looks
only
good.
thing on sale though, right? There's some other stuff going on, right?
Oh yeah, and also on the Head to Head Battles website, we are having a year-end sale right now.
Yes.
And Gage, he was like, "Oh, if I'm doing table 10, you gotta do table 10." So
So
we're
we are
stacking
also doing
on
table
the
10.
table 10 code on top of our already extremely heavily discounted products.
Yes.
I gotta pay a mortgage now. So,
I'm looking out for you guys.
Yeah,
I got
thank
you.
you,
Don't
thank
worry.
Yeah.
So yeah, go show some love either of those way. We do have some merch in the works for the podcast.
Oh my
though.
Yes.
God. I'm sorry. I don't know
what
if
was
you
that?
guys could see the logo. It's kind of nice. We've seen what it looks like on some
Yes,
stuff. I
yes.
think you guys are going to be looking cozy with us in a little bit.
yeah, I mean, speaking on like just a table, let's sidebar for a second on the podcast. Like again, like we're expecting really big things for this. I wanna like start inviting out people like Syriax, Team Sam as well, and just other people in the gaming YouTube community.
Yeah.
And not just Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I mean, a lot of you, yeah, you guys are here to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And talk Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm sure you also have a lot of other games that you generally like to
Yeah.
play. And again, we want to be like all encompassing here, and we want to make sure that like we get the essence of what we enjoy.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what we're doing, right? Like anime, games, everything. It's essentially what it is. So again, I just want to give you guys a big shout out for coming to the first pilot episode.
Thank you so much.
These will be going up on YouTube as like full videos and as shorts too. And as we build the table YouTube channel,
Yes.
we're gonna be doing like other cool things. Because in this room, we're only using about 25% of this room. So the
Yeah.
other 25% will also be different
Yes.
like sets and
Sets.
stuff. So I want you guys to be ready for that.
Let
Okay?
us know how you guys rocking with the show so far.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
How
right.
do you guys
Let us
like
know,
it?
man. How you
Yeah,
guys-
give us some.
We've been reading. We don't worry. We've been
Yeah,
reading the
give us
comments
some
and stuff.
feedback. Give us some
Let
feedback.
us know
Yeah.
what's good, what's not. You
Yeah,
can
what-
say Susu's face look ugly.
Hey, come on now.
I'll work it to remove it from the next episode.
I mean, let us know. Wait, what?
Come in with a Tengu mask, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but let us know. Like we worked on. Oh my God, this was. This,
Oh yeah, this took a lot of time to set
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
yeah.
Actually, I keep saying that, but it didn't even take. It was like a month, bro. But it was like
Well-
a really dedicated month to getting it. to
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
the
like
way it
I
is.
literally sat in this, like everything you're looking at on this side of the room.
yeah.
Jen and I,
Thing
hours.
is though, chat, as good as a set looks, that doesn't make a show good. So
That's true.
hopefully you
Oh,
guys are
no,
enjoying
yeah.
what we're putting on
yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
yeah.
Let's get to the next one. Let's get into those game
The
awards.
welcome to the Game Awards. Like, is there any way we put reverb sometimes?
I can put reverb if you want me to.
We'll do it for
The
next-
Game Awards. I'll just put my own. I'll just put my own for now. The Game Awards.
Okay, some people are saying the volume is really low.
The volume is low, really.
Yeah, we can change that real quick if we want to
Turn it
get
up a little bit.
little quick check,
Yeah.
quick check.
Wait, Dan,
I'm just gonna boost you all a little
Yeah.
bit, okay?
what
Yes,
was
sir.
your favorite game of the year?
Oh, what was your favorite game of the year?
My favorite game of the year?
Yeah.
Don't say Baldur's
that's
Gate.
He can say Baldur's Gate.
He can say
He
that.
played a lot of Baldur's
I mean,
Gate.
I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate, but I think for me,
Don't you dare say.
What?
What's that game with the bald dude with the axes?
What, God of War?
God of War?
Don't
Why-
you dare say God of War.
Why can't I say God of War?
Bro, he literally, so I bought a PS5 for Jen, right? And then
Oh,
Dan came.
for Jen.
Yeah, for Jen, right? This dude comes with us. He's like, yo, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a PS5 controller. And I'm like, why? He's like,
Don't out me like that.
to play
Don't
the
out me
PS5.
like that.
I'm
To
like,
play the
I was like, I didn't know you had a PS5. He said, no, to play your PS5.
This guy was
No,
like,
I told you. And I was like, look, I can do this with your PS5 and it'll be fine. And then I can also use it on my PC when I want to play games.
No.
And that's
Yeah.
Sure, if it ended there, it would have made sense. But then he bought God of War, the new God of War.
Yeah, the new God of War.
Bro,
He
if you
never
go,
opened
if
it.
you go downstairs right now, it still has this plastic wrapping on it.
he just likes looking at it, bro.
saying.
Oh, he's just like looking at it.
It's a collector's piece now.
Yeah,
Don't give me that.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
wrapped, it's sealed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never gonna
Dude, it
take
was
it
like
out.
pulling teeth to get you to get that PS5 anyways.
Well, it wasn't.
He came, no. Chat. He comes to, Susu comes to me and Dan
Bro,
and he says,
yeah.
what do you guys think? Should I get a PS5? I look at him and I'm the practical guy, right? Like I
Oh,
just said,
yeah.
I've been playing RuneScape for the
Yeah.
last
12
decade and a
years.
half of my life.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else. I said, man, I can't tell you last time I bought a AAA game, much less like have felt the need to buy a console.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, but I have a nice TV and I want to use. And I was like, why
Hey,
are you
come
even
on.
asking me that? It's not my TV. I didn't buy it.
Yo, sometimes, when you go talk to the boys, right? Sometimes you just want to be like, hey, get you that PS5. We'll play on a nice
he
TV, bro.
he just wants to hear himself talk. I think,
What?
I think that's what it is, bro.
Maybe that's what it is.
He wants to hear the
Oh,
word
God, no.
PS5 come out of his mouth. That's all he wanted to see.
Oh, God. It's
All right. Can we get into these game awards, bro? Let's talk about it, man. Like,
So we already know Game of the Year, but
Yes.
a lot of these we don't know.
yes.
Yes.
So let's start on the best esports event.
Yeah. So we were just talking also like, dude, there's a lot of categories. I think
ton.
there's
There's a
maybe
bunch.
too much categories, maybe.
Agreed,
Like, I feel like some
agreed.
of them are like, I do think a lot of people need to get recognized, but I feel like there's a lot of them that probably we can skip over because we just don't know them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But like the best esports event is the
Events.
first one. That
Yeah.
comes
So
up,
let's
right?
talk about quickly what esports events there are. So we have like Counter-Strike scene, the Dota
League.
scene, League, Valorant. Hopefully Masters Duel's up there one day.
There's like
maybe
Evo.
2024.
One day.
Evo, the big fighting
The
game.
big fighting game. Yeah. But they
Those are
went
like
through
the big ones, though.
they went through so much controversy though.
Evo?
What?
Yeah, Evo.
Why?
Like with like all their players getting outed and people
Oh.
leaking DMs and stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that if that's Evo in general, but like,
Well, that's-
are you
But-
just
but-
talking
but
about
it's
the
their
fighting
best
game
players.
community?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. The fighting
and
game.
fighting that,
Yeah,
that community is a
Yeah,
mess,
yeah, yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
But
The
But, like,
best
out of all the
esports
other
event.
esports events, though, like I wonder what else like qualifies, right? Because like all the other events that I watch and stuff are
Sure.
like grassroots events, and though I don't wouldn't consider
What
those,
does
like,
that mean? What is
what does that-
grassroots
like,
events?
Like they're homegrown, right? Like when
Oh.
we go ran an event for PPG, that's a grassroots event.
I see.
Oh.
It's like,
Okay,
it's like
sure.
homegrown. There's no big like brand backing it or something like
I see,
that.
I see.
It's just done like the event that I held for my Edison event. That's
Okay.
a grassroots event.
Okay,
So
sure.
that's how like the
Oh,
majority of
okay.
events that I watch go. These ones I'm assuming they're going to be the
Like
bigger
huge,
ones.
No, these
like
are
your
huge
building,
stadium,
yeah.
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 And I don't watch those ones. I don't know about
Yeah, I mean the only one I watch is Counter Strike.
Counter-Strike, 'cause
you
So
like it.
my vote is for Counter Strike. But I mean, Jen and I, we generally don't watch like esports.
I
We
mean, if
don't-
I'd have
No,
to
we
bet
don't
money,
really.
it's probably like the top dogs, like Dota.
yeah, Dota
or
League,
Dota
or
League.
yes,
Like
yeah. Hit us up with the best esports event. The
Ooh.
suspense.
The suspense.
It was
League of Legends,
Legends.
of course.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like those are the top 5 esports events right now.
I'm sure there are, yeah.
Like those are the ticket sellers, right? Like they, like actually, they lose money.
Have
on
you
the
ever
venues, but-
spectated an esport event?
Yes,
like,
live.
like been there?
Yes.
What do you think of
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
It's insane. The
Is it?
energy is crazy, bro.
I think that's something I would be open to doing.
No,
Like,
it's
I'd
sick.
love to go to an
It's
Evo
sick.
to watch. I think watching
you
Evo
wanna
would be
go?
cool.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's actually sick. So I went to so CS, so that's Blast TV Paris, but they have one in New York at the Javits
Yeah.
called the Katowice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was so good.
Wait, what's the one in Chicago you went to?
Chicago's something else.
Oh, that was something
Oh,
else.
it's called IEM Chicago, Intel Extreme Masters.
Okay, okay.
But like when you sit down, like the crowd is deafening over of 5 dudes on stage playing a video game.
Yeah.
It is deafening.
How is like all the activities you can do as a spectator. Is there a lot to do as a spectator? Or?
No, well, you can like get the glowy sticks and stuff.
No, but I mean, like, do they have booths and stuff there?
Oh, they do, yeah. But it's mostly like merchandise booths, and like they do have like booths where you can like play games. And like if you get selected, like if your ticket gets selected, you could go up on stage and play a casual match with the pros.
Oh,
That's so
can?
sick,
Yeah, it's
actually, bro.
sick.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
So like a golden
sick.
ticket.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh,
So, like,
yeah,
yeah.
Okay,
Bro,
okay.
no way! I got the ticket to get my ass whooped. I can't believe it. Oh my god, bro! I'm gonna go get 5 stocked. I cannot believe this.
My butthole is ready, bro.
That's crazy.
Wow.
No, I have a friend, Beck. She actually went to Evo.
Yeah.
And there's like some cool stuff out there. Like she has a fight stick, and I know she got it engraved out there.
Oh,
that's
that's
cool.
And, like,
sick.
laser
That's
engraved, and I was
Oh,
it's so
what?
sick, so sick.
That's
and I was
cool.
like, I'd love to be a part of that. You know, like
that'd be awesome. Actually, we should go. We should go as a household. Actually,
That'd
How
be
much
fun.
are the tickets?
they're not that
I don't think
expensive.
that. Yeah, I don't think that. Expensive.
But like there are like the front row seats. There's like a little sectioned off seat. Like those
Oh.
are a couple hundred, but
So
like
VIP.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah,
But like
yeah, okay.
general tickets are like I think it was like 60 at the door.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not
okay.
cheap. Yeah.
All right.
Next
Yeah,
category.
take us to the next category.
All right, so it ain't like a
Keep in
Beyonce
mind,
concert.
we might not go through all the categories,
yeah,
but
definitely
we'll
not
pick
all
and
the
choose some ones
categories,
that call out to us.
What's
What's the next one we got here?
We got the
coach.
Coach. I mean, I don't know any coaches by name, so
I don't
That's what
know.
I don't know either.
we'll skip that.
What is that?
Esports team, best esports team.
Oh,
I mean, how many esports teams can you even name off the top of your head?
I don't know too.
I can name a few of them.
Okay, go.
Like Liquid, TSM.
That was two. I text that too. You said a few.
That's a
A few is
A
three or
few,
more.
three or more.
All right,
There's
we're
a-
like,
Well, I mean, for me, it's just because I watch CS with this guy all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm
This
sure
guy.
if you like broke it down by game, I might be
when
able
did I
to.
get demoted to this guy?
No, I watch CS.
If you broke it down by game,
Yeah.
I probably could call it a few more.
Sure.
But like that's
So-
I don't know. There's like a few like core teams that I think like are always going to take this spot, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
Well,
TSM,
yeah.
that's the one that comes to my mind.
Sure.
Oh, TS. Well,
All
for
right,
me, it's just Vitality and Phase.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I can name you a bunch like Vitality, FaZe, EG, LDLC, like
Wait, what's the team with Faker?
Faker. That's T1.
Oh, T1. Yeah,
T1.
yeah, T1.
But I mean, that dude's washed, bro. No
What?
offense, Faker. You my brother. We might be somewhere down the
Oh
lineage,
my
but hey, yo, you're washed. And the best esports team was, drum roll, please,
JD Gamer.
Wait,
JD Gaming
what's
from
JD
League
Gaming?
of Legends. I have no
Oh,
idea.
League. They look Korean.
I'm so curious. To
That
see what-
is
Oh, no.
awfully racist.
How is that awfully racist? Those bowl cuts are Korean.
Hey,
No.
yo!
I'm so curious to see what comes of 2024 for League though.
Yes.
Because of their big announcement. Like
Right,
with,
the changing of the
What is
placements.
this?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Do you play League?
I don't play League. No,
At
but
all?
no, but I
Oh.
understand. I've heard from a lot of people how big of a deal that is. It's like that's just something that's been ingrained in it for like the last like I think like decade
For
or
the
something
longest
like
time,
that.
and it was a money issue, right?
Yeah.
It's always a money issue.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
okay.
this is the first time they've decided to change it. So
Okay.
I'm really curious to see like what teams actually can show up and play now.
Right.
Because there's a lot of talent that has been trying to get into League, but it's been
Yes.
prohibited
Yeah.
because of the way it's
Yeah, because they just don't have
pushed out.
enough money. So like the way they do it is like the teams would pay money to be on like this main roster.
Oh, it's just a money issue.
It's
then?
a money issue, yeah. So like all these big
Damn.
like Saudi-owned teams, Chinese-owned teams, Korean-owned teams would just be like, I have a spot. It doesn't matter how shite my team is.
Yeah.
Like it just didn't matter.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how bad you would play either.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get demoted out of it.
Out of it,
Because
yeah.
you like you keep it.
Yeah,
That's
doesn't make
kinda
sense.
the way it was.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
they keep.
Yeah.
So it's essentially like they keep like if this was League right here, this plant, I buy a leaf, I keep that leaf. That leaf doesn't go to anybody else.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if the
Yeah.
leaf is completely dead at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you've
just
lost
doesn't
every
matter.
single like thing making the leaf
Yeah.
great. Like it's still your leaf. and
Yeah, like
get
you
to
could
keep it.
literally put 5 random people from the audience, put them on a team, and they're T1 for
Yeah,
the day.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
The heck?
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yo, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But,
curious to see what they come up with in
yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
because Valorant has a really good ranking system.
Yeah.
like
Ranking?
Valorant,
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
a lot of systems are adopting the Valorant style
Yes.
system now, where they where like you have to play to have a seat at the table.
Yeah, of course.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Esports athlete, I skip. Best esports
yeah.
game.
Oh, game. Okay.
Okay, best esports game.
So when they say this, right?
Yeah.
Like the game has to have a team. Like it has to have like
Oh,
I think it's meant for like competitive play.
competitive
Just
play.
competitive-
In
play, okay.
2023, what is the best game for competitive
Competitive play.
And there's
Counter-Strike
like
2.
the league.
Count-
Like Counter-Strike was a big deal. CS2 was a huge deal
CS2
this
was a
year.
big
So I think
deal.
that's a good one. Dota and stuff like
Yeah,
that. I'm
Dota
sure
League,
those
yeah.
all show up.
Yeah.
I would probably go with CS2
Yeah,
as
same.
like the best esport game for this year because like
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you said like CS:GO was around for a decade.
Like
Yes.
a
and
yeah.
like great game,
Yeah.
but like they hadn't done anything in like a whole decade. So I
No.
think that's like a huge deal that they finally have released a new title for
Yeah.
Counter Strike.
Yeah.
Sorry, give us the best esports game of the year.
Valorant.
PUBG Mobile.
PUBG
PUBG
Mobile.
Mobile. Chat. Who played? You could be honest. I won't laugh.
What?
Maybe not a lot. Who's played PUBG Mobile?
And don't lie.
And don't lie to
Don't
us.
lie. And how many of you
What?
played PUBG Mobile with the mouse and keyboard hooked up to your phone? Don't lie.
Wait, what's wrong with PUBG Mobile?
It's stupid.
It's a
Stupid?
PUBG Mobile. There's Fortnite now. I don't know. Big. Play the better game.
Oh, it's old.
it's older.
Yeah.
Older. Oh,
So
Yeah.
okay.
PUBG was like the first battle royale. Like
I see,
that
I see.
And it was
100
good. I
people
mean, yo,
play
it
on.
was good.
Well, it was.
It was good.
I don't know if it was good. It was groundbreaking.
I played the shit
I
out
would
of
use
it.
the word groundbreaking. It was
Groundbreaking.
a new concept, the battle
Yeah.
royale and stuff. That game was laggy as hell, bro.
It
Almost
was
unplayable at times.
A lot of Chinese hackers.
but
I see.
no, like it opened the door for Fortnite, one of the biggest titles ever.
Yeah.
So
But
Okay. PUBG Mobile?
but Valorant being
Valorant?
number one is kind of ass.
it makes
That
sense. though.
game
that
is
game
ass.
is huge.
No, the
I'm
game
not a
is
fan
ass.
of it. The game's big though. I don't-
It's only big because of Ludwig and Moist. The game's ass. I'm sorry.
No, but
If
he
you-
hates Valorant.
If you play Valorant, just play Fortnite. That's like getting a steak well done, dog.
I don't know, man.
Sure, it's a steak, but you got it well done, Chief.
I think the game concepts isn't like anything we haven't seen before. I actually think art style plays a whole role in like who plays your game.
That's
And like
fair.
I think
That's
the
fair.
Valorant art style is all fun and fruity
I
and
mean,
like it's all like
Yeah.
like colorful and stuff.
I mean, we're gonna
and that's
put,
a
like-
lot, I think that's a lot more appealing to like
No, yeah, Gage is
younger
not wrong.
people rather than CS.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think CS is probably the better game because it's been
Thank
around
you.
longer
Thank
and
you.
it's had a more like hardcore group of players.
Yes.
And I like that gameplay. But as a casual viewer, Ludwig's audience or somebody,
Yes.
you're gonna want to look at the fun, colorful game
Okay.
that has like I don't know your favorite players
Yeah.
playing it.
Okay, Gaben, can you give the Counter-Strike models titties? I think that would
What?
solve all the problems.
Think so?
So you're saying
Like you know the models, the character
Yeah,
models?
yeah.
They're all like rugged-looking dudes. They got a white guy, a black guy.
Just give him a rack?
That's what I'm saying. Just like give them some fucking titties.
so you're saying they're still men
No.
with tits.
Oh, they could be. There's
It
nothing
could
wrong with
be,
that.
right?
But I'm saying
Oh,
like
okay.
if they put the Dead or Alive 7 boob physics into Counter-Strike, like as you're walking,
Dude, that could sell
Oh.
anything. You put that in Minecraft, game of the year. And like I think like that could sell anything, bro.
Where you fucking blocks with like the most
Blo-
realistic titties, bro.
They did that with the
Huh?
Lego stuff.
What?
With Lego?
Didn't they do? Oh,
They
I
did on Lego. What Lego?
I,
game?
Lego?
I
What?
might
What
have
are you
watched
playing?
I
the
need
wrong
this
Lego.
for. I need this title for science. Like,
No,
Wrong tube, wrong tube.
Wrong Lego.
Wrong
Lego.
tube, wrong tube.
take us to
Okay.
the next category.
Next
then.
category. Hey, yo.
Hey,
Legos
yo.
with titties. I don't know about that one.
Only
Next.
Lego with titties I know is Lara Croft, bro. From
Oh,
the
Oh,
old
there we
school
go.
Tomb
Yeah, Lara
Raider.
Croft.
Content creator of the year.
Ooh.
This
Okay,
one,
I know this one,
Yes.
and this was a big deal.
sure.
So just pull it up and then like don't even take a guess. Just pull it up and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Mr. Beast.
No, this is like gaming related. I think.
Iron Mouse.
Yes. So,
So we
Iron
don't know
Mouse.
her.
I
This is
don't
a huge.
know
I'll,
who
I'll
that is.
preface
Okay.
this is a huge deal for the Game Awards. They introduced VTubers as nominees for the first time.
Yes.
Okay,
And-
wow. Okay,
and-
that's
and
kind of big.
that's-
Yeah,
that's
that's
huge.
kind of
So
big.
so Iron Mouse was the first and only VTuber put forth for the nominees of Best Content Creator of the Year.
Okay.
She won it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were upset about this. Upset about her winning and upset about VTubers being
Just being nominated.
included in,
Period.
like, the
Okay.
Why
roster.
though? Why? What was the reason?
Why though? Because it's not a real person, I guess.
Then who? What? That doesn't make any sense.
But someone
I agree.
controls the
Yeah,
the
I agree.
virtual.
I think
you
that's
know,
a real
thing.
person.
No,
I like
bro.
to think like VTubers in this last year has it's still brand new tech. I'd like to think like it's something like as the last year,
Moving
right?
avatars. Yeah.
And a lot of people, I think, like they use the excuse like they didn't understand it at first, and that's like, oh, I don't like it. But like a lot of people, like I just think of it as like Twitter. You can have anybody with an anime profile picture
Sure.
be
Yes.
anonymous, and then they can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I
Sure.
think that type of energy, or that like I can be the person
Mm.
I want to be, carries through like VTuber models for people. Like people
Yeah,
can be
yeah,
more
yeah, for
comfortable with a model rather than
Mm.
maybe like in their own skin, where somebody might like discriminate against them because of
Yeah,
how the way they look
right.
or
Well,
something like
well,
that.
some people just don't like being on. I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers that hid their
Like,
face
hid
for
their face-
decades.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like that's why it doesn't make sense. That it doesn't make sense for some people. Like what if like I just had a third nipple and I just didn't want to be on camera, right? like a VTuber, a A VTuber avatar would be awesome. Yeah. But then,
Wait.
like, if my VTuber avatar had 3 nipples, I'd be okay with it because now, like, it's funny, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, fuck everyone who thought that was weird. I mean,
It's really hard to deny. VTubers is like bigger than some creators in general too.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it, but like at cons, they have VTuber meetups. Have you ever seen something like that?
No,
No.
I've never
So
seen
like
that.
you think how would I meet up with this VTuber? And they have like a big screen, and like almost like a mirror, like a
Sure.
full-fledged mirror,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's a big screen, and the VTuber is there, and they're talking to you through
That's
it,
sick.
right? And
I
everyone goes meet them.
I've never
These
actually seen that.
lines. I'm not even kidding you. They're like 3 times longer than like actual flesh and blood
Wow.
creators. It's
But you know
kinda
what?
crazy.
It's probably easier for the people in line to, like, not be so
Awkward.
awkward
Like
with
shy?
a VTuber
Yeah,
more
yeah.
so than a real person. Because, like, yo, like, whenever I go to locals or something, now that I'm back, you boys back. Yeah, like, people, like,
Oh, there was a
Yeah,
dude
like, people-
who fanboyed over him.
like from across the room and just, like,
from
would not
across
come
the
talk
room.
to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and like Dan actually told me about it. He was like, yeah, some
Yeah.
kid was just like fucking, like he wanted to talk to you. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like like in person, like I'm fucking huge. So like I get it. And like you know, like it was my first day back, and I've been like dealing with anxiety attacks. So maybe like I didn't have the nicest
No, you
face
were
on.
smiling.
I was smiling. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's a lot easier for people to interact with like people like that.
right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
People interact with you a lot.
Oh yeah, no, but it's like probably like much less intimidating, right? It's like somebody like, no, come on, don't laugh. What? I know I'm not the most intimidating guy in general. I get it, but like I'm saying, like in general, like somebody like meeting their favorite, like at a parade or something. You know,
Yeah.
if somebody's like dressed up like Goofy or something
Sure.
like that, or like a Disney,
Right,
Like
it's easier to fuck with
kids
them.
will
Yeah,
run
yeah.
up to them
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they'll be like so happy to see them or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the same that it's like a VTuber model.
Right.
It's not like a
That's
real
what I'm saying.
person.
Yeah.
Like I can fangirl and stuff and be
Yeah.
like that kind of crazy, right?
Agreed.
But if it's a real person, obviously you got to respect boundaries, right? I
Correct,
can't touch
correct.
this person.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not like into that. Like maybe they're just not into like embracing and stuff. Are you a
Exactly.
hugger? Do you like hugging people? Like when
I
you
don't
first
like
meet them?
touching people.
I'm a
I don't
hugger,
like
bro. I like
touching.
even people that I meet like for the first time or something like that. If I'll hug them, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that.
we don't hug often.
No. Oh, I don't like hugging you.
Wow. Okay, well, next one.
Next category.
The most anticipated game.
Ooh.
So these are games that haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
What do you think it is, Jen? Give me your most anticipated game.
I can't. I'm biased
To what?
because I'm just gonna say what my favorite game is gonna be on.
Okay,
is it?
that's
What
fine.
is it?
That's
Oh
fine.
yeah, it's just gonna be Tekken.
Tekken?
So Tekken 8
Because I have been waiting for this game for years.
Yeah.
for years.
For years. How long has it been since another Tekken?
Yeah, when did
Uh,
Tekken 7 come out?
When the PS4 came out.
Oh, that's a
Holy
long
shit,
time. I didn't
really?
think it was
Yeah.
that long. Wow.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. That was Tekken 7. So
Yeah, Tekken 7 came out when the PS4 came out.
then when did Tekken 6, 5, 4 come out? On PS3?
PS3,
Obviously before that,
PS2,
Bozo.
PS1.
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying like, is it like, shut the hell up.
No. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think so. Tekken 5 came out on the PS2.
Two?
I played on the PS2, Tekken 5.
All the
Tekken
Tekkens
6.
before that were they're arcade cabinets. Did you know that?
Yeah, they were all like PS1.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
So that's like Tekken 4, 3, 2, 1 are old
Oh.
school arcade cabinets.
yeah.
They don't have to be physical games. Yeah.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, so Tekken 7 came out when the PS4 came out.
Okay.
So Tekken 8, yeah, PS5.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever. Just hit us with it. Hit us with the most anticipated game. Final Fantasy
Hey!
7 Rebirth.
Tekken 8 is on there.
Okay, well, look at that. First of all, the middle 3 games,
Oh, I don't know what those are.
they made another Star Wars game.
I didn't even know. Has anybody even played Star Wars since Battlefront?
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying,
That
like,
was like
no.
the good games.
They had the oh, what was it? It was a follow-up game to a game like 2 years ago. It was a really good Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
I think this was supposed to play like it a little bit.
Okay.
if it's
What?
a Ubisoft game, it was going to be ass anyway.
I'm just saying I don't recognize any of the 3 middle games.
That's what I'm saying.
I
No,
feel like I would
Hades
even,
2 was like a
I feel like I would
dungeon
have heard
fighter
about
game.
them at least, right?
Hades 2 was a dungeon fighter game. The middle one, I have no idea. It looks Asian as fuck, but
Like- Dragon.
I've never seen that in my life.
by
actually.
Sega. I'm sick. Okay, well, Final Fantasy 7 was huge.
Okay.
It got so much hype when they were doing the initial remake, and then Rebirth is the second. Have you played the original Final Fantasy 7?
I'm not a Final Fantasy fan.
He
Okay,
doesn't
so
play.
the original Final Fantasy 7 came in 4 separate discs,
because it was
like
that
physical
huge.
discs,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the game was huge.
Yeah.
So the Final Fantasy 7 remake was the first one. Rebirth is the second disc, essentially.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why there's so much hype.
Wait, so they're just remaking all the discs?
Yes.
Yeah. It looks
and that's
amazing.
an anticipated game.
Yes.
Oh no, the graphics are.
I'm so tired of people re-releasing games. Make something different.
No,
That's what they're doing with movies nowadays, bro. They're just releasing the same movie all over. Don't tell me, is that really what that is?
No, but Gage, like the
No,
original
it's
Final
the original.
Fantasy
The
was
original
like,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy looks like Roblox.
Yeah, that's how it looks like.
I don't think that matters, bro. I don't know. Make a different game. That's so. Now
I
that
mean-
you've
I
explained
mean-
it like that, I'm frustrated. That's like, make a new IP, make something different. Like,
I mean,
oh my god.
but like, make what though? Like, think about it. Like everything that came out this year has either been a sequel or a remake.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Everything,
but you think
everything.
okay, and I agree. That's why I don't like that direction. But you think like Blizzard releasing Overwatch. Overwatch sucks now, but remember when Overwatch was announced? That was Blizzard's first IP in like years.
Oh,
Huge deal.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody's excited, right? Like I don't know why they don't do that more. Like why are we just recycling?
Well, that's what I'm
games?
saying. Like, there's
so
nothing.
tired of it.
There's nothing to invent new.
Oh,
There-
there's
no,
nothing
there
new
is.
under the
There's
sun.
always
No,
something new,
I
bro.
don't think so.
There's
In the
always something new.
gaming scene,
There's
like,
always something.
like VR, AR is like the next thing. But if you're talking about like console or PC gaming, like what more can you do? Like how much differently can you do point and shoot?
I can't read that, Josh.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I'm tired of them re-releasing stuff.
Still can't read that.
1:15.
Hit us up the next category.
Yeah.
What is the current time check, Dan? How long have we been live?
Hour
That's
15.
That's what I
Wow,
was saying.
time
yeah.
is flying,
Time's
dog.
flying.
Holy
Okay.
moly.
We can touch upon like a couple other topics and then
Well,
categories.
let's quick fire these.
Yeah.
Let's quick fire these. Best adaptation.
Yeah, rather than backing out, just click back. We'll just read through them. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
we'll-
can go
okay.
and you can go backwards. Just
Yeah.
click on this one. Best adaptation. Let's see.
And then Last of Us. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was so good.
What
It
else was
so-
there? The Twisted
Castlevania.
Oh, I've actually really wanted to see Twisted Metal.
Is that the
I've
one with
heard
the
that's
clowns?
very good. Yeah. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. I watched that for the first time just the other day. With you
Yeah,
guys.
I didn't know that you
What?
didn't watch it.
No, I
Yeah.
thought it was really good. Actually,
It
I
was fucking
surprised.
phenomenal.
It was
great.
phenomenal, yes.
I also heard the Castlevania thing was really good, and I never
Yeah.
watched that.
Yeah, so if you Dan, if you, on the instead of going back to view, if you just click on
You
one,
can just click the back
and
arrow.
click
Yeah, we'll
back,
just
yeah.
go through them now.
Yeah. So like
Yeah,
previous,
previous.
sorry. All right, which one is this? The best,
Best
multiplayer? No.
Baldur's Gate.
Oh, Baldur's Gate 3?
No.
I mean, okay, bro. I'm comparing it to the rest of the games there, and I'd probably agree.
Well, yeah, compared to the rest. Compared to the rest
When
of the
I
nominees.
think multiplayer, I'm thinking massively multiplayer.
That's
So, like,
different. though.
MMOs?
An MMO is
I
different.
feel like that's different.
All right, whatever.
I feel like a multiplayer game is any game that is meant to be played with more than one person.
Yeah.
Fine.
Even if that's 2, 3, 4, like that's what it is.
Fine. Previous.
I can see that one. That one's fine.
The best sports racing? Forza over Gran Turismo.
I like Forza.
Whoa, Gran Turismo not even on the list.
Bro.
How the fuck did Hot Wheels make it in Gran Turismo?
You want
What?
to talk about making the same game over and over again?
What, racing?
Every racing game is the same.
No, every FIFA game is the same.
Every racing game is the same.
I mean, how else
Well,
do you
any-
drive? That's my point.
I don't know. Like the thing that I think about doing something different, right? Is I think of a game like a racing game that's different. You ready? Full Auto. Have you ever played Full Auto?
I've never.
What
played
is
it,
that?
no.
I don't
Game for
know.
like the original. It was for the Xbox 360 when it came out, and the whole point of the game, it was like a racing game, but you attach weapons to the front of your car. You're putting rockets and machine guns and stuff, and you're trying to blast other people off the road. That's sick. Doesn't that sound dope? That's not. Oh wow, I'm hitting the gas. I'm making another left turn.
not a
I'm making
racing
another
game.
left turn.
But that's not a racing
it's
game.
still a
then.
racing game, but I'm blowing shit up too. That's awesome.
No, the only
Chat,
racing
anybody play
game.
Full Auto? Tell me somebody else has played Full Auto.
No one
Goated
else
game,
has played
bro.
Full Auto. Stop.
Full Auto.
The only
goated
racing game that did it well was Burnout Paradise.
Oh, Burnout Paradise was
Like
dope.
that
Yeah,
game
yeah,
was
that
probably
was
the best.
dope.
Like they probably did it the best.
Wait, they're phoenixing Rocket League.
Rocket League is definitely
That's not
another
a racing
It's not a
game.
racing game. It's a soccer with cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
soccer.
okay.
All right, get us the next category here. Some people were saying they played Full Auto though, and they agreed the game was goated.
Debatable. But yeah, guys. Yeah, sorry. Like and I know we've been live for like an hour and something, but it feels like we just started.
It really
we've
does.
been chatting for a while.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
For reference, this one might go a little bit longer,
Wait, I
but
don't-
we're trying to keep them at like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't even know what category this is.
This
Sim,
is best simulator.
Where is
Strategy.
Simulator
where
slash
is
strategy.
Sims?
No,
How
Sim.
is, how is Fire Emblem Engage a simulator?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, how are none of these are
It
simulators?
says sim slash strategy, so maybe that's like a strategy game. I don't even know if Pikmin's a strategy game, is it?
Wait, so what about like Truck Simulator? wasn't that like a huge thing?
That game got that one in the Goat Simulator. Or
Yeah.
something.
Is that first game a mobile game?
Which one?
Advance Wars 1, 2? Why does it actually look like it?
No, it's made by Nintendo.
It's
isn't
made
it?
by
It's a
Nintendo.
It looks like a stinker, whatever it does. Go to the next category. You ever just look at a game, you can tell by the cover of it, like, oh, that game sucks.
Sick.
Nobody's ever played that thing. What was this one, Dan? Sorry.
Family.
Best Family? So this is
Okay.
Best
Super
Family
Mario
game.
Brothers,
Family
yeah.
Play.
Wait, Wonder. What was that? What is Super Mario Bros. Wonder?
It's
I
a
don't know
game.
what that is.
It's like
No,
like,
it's a
you know,
game, Jen. You don't say. In the Game Awards? What?
It's a-
Oh my god! Obviously, it's a game, but
It's a
I've never
game.
played it before.
Sick.
the Super Mario Bros. Wonder is just like its next like 2D platformer.
Oh, so it's
okay.
like what was the
Yeah.
other one? It was a
It's
Paper
just-
Mario? Or, no,
yeah,
not Paper
it's-
Mario. Was it?
But this was like where I believe like they introduced like Peachette and like the different shit and like stuff like that.
Whack.
But
Previous
this is for family. This is family games, right?
Yeah. I don't think they release family games anymore.
best
though.
fighting game. Whoa.
Oh, Street
Street-
Fighter.
yeah, Street Fighter 6.
How?
I've been getting into Street Fighter recently, bro.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? How?
You got to stack it up against the rest of the stuff too. Like,
Yeah, but
I mean,
what
the
the-
only other game that I think comes close is Mortal Kombat.
What the fuck is God of Rock?
I don't know what
I
God
know.
of Rock is.
Where's that from?
And then the Nickelodeon
How-
All
yeah,
Stars.
what?
That that Nickelodeon game fell off so fast.
Yeah.
Did it?
No, it
if
did
you were,
immediately.
If you were a part of the Smash community,
Yes.
everybody talked about it.
Yes.
Because they had like an insane first tournament.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
what a lot of games do. They
Yeah.
give you one tournament where it's ridiculous. $1 million prize pool.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, this is the game. This is going to kill every other game.
Well,
and then
that's
after that,
still-
you realize,
Just fell
wow,
off
my
immediately.
favorite creator was paid to do that tournament.
Yeah.
And then he will never play that game again. So I will never play that game again.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, no, that's that
No,
game
but like
fell
there's
off.
so many good fighting games that are out.
No, Street Fighter 6 was legitimately
Wait,
good. though.
why did you like Street Fighter?
I mean, I'm a big Street Fighter fan,
Yeah.
but I don't. I agree it deserved the nominee, but not the win.
No, I
Okay,
think SF6 was really. I've been playing it a lot. It's
you
really
and I
good.
played it.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, you
we
and I.
played SF5.
Oh, that was 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
six
we didn't
is-
play
you,
6.
You didn't want to buy Street Fighter 6, bro.
No, you didn't want to buy it for me.
Yeah,
you mean.
yeah, because I wanted to buy
No.
it for me.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah, yeah.
You see that? Next.
Good game though. I am in
No,
Street
Street-
Fighter. Though.
The best RPG.
A
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate
Gate.
3.
Probably don't even have
Final
to look at the rest
Fantasy,
of
lot.
it. Starfield. You ever play Starfield?
No, I'm not.
That was a disappointment.
Disappointment?
They said it had a lot of like delays, essentially, but like
What, like Cyberpunk?
no,
Not that many.
No, not that many.
Oh,
But
okay.
like the game was supposed to be like massively open world. Like you could go to different planets.
Oh.
Wait, am I thinking about the same game?
No, you're thinking about the.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to different planets. You can like outfit your ships,
But-
your suits, your like. It's a huge game.
But what happened?
I just
It got
too
delayed?
much, yeah.
Oh,
it was
that's
it
too
too
like
much.
they
Oh,
hype,
okay.
hype.
Have you ever played a Bethesda game?
Oh, what?
Bethesda, I think that's who made it, right? Yeah, Bethesda.
No,
Yeah,
I
she
have
did. No,
not.
you did. You
Wait,
did.
it's
like
Bioshock.
Oh, I love
Skyrim,
Bioshock. Yeah, I love it.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
obviously they make great games like
Yes.
that, right? But like a lot of people I heard is like there's the thing they say, and it's kind of right, is they say it's a Bethesda game.
Yeah.
And it's like as fun and like open as Skyrim or Oblivion thinks, like
It's
is.
still linear,
Like
yeah.
it's you're really only doing a limited thing.
Correct.
Like a
It's
limited
still
amount of
linear,
things.
correct.
And that's what
Okay.
Starfield kind of suffered with too. Is like they try to present it as you have the world at your fingertips, but
But you
realistically
don't.
you do like 5 things in 100 different locations.
Also, you
and
have
they're the same
played
thing.
it a little
Starfield?
bit. Yeah.
I didn't play Starfield. I watched a lot of people.
Oh,
play
watch
I
the
see,
yeah,
I see.
I watched
same.
a lot of people play Starfield.
But
but
so
I can get a feel of the game just by watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Most people can.
So Final Fantasy for me, I don't think it should have been nominated at all. Like I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, but after Final Fantasy X2, every game after that, like I don't know, like Final Fantasy to like it's the same RuneScape effect, right? Like people hate it when they change the combat system, right?
Sure, yeah.
Same thing with Final Fantasy.
Oh, they changed it.
after 10-2. It wasn't like a turn-based RPG anymore. Now I have to press like a bajillion buttons and fly across the fucking screen for no reason, and like.
That's why you don't like playing it.
I don't play any of the new Final Fantasy anymore, and it sucks because I grew up on Final Fantasy, starting from Final Fantasy Tactics, which is like really fucking old. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, it's a shame.
It is
previous.
a shame, yeah. What is this?
Best action adventure.
Legend of Zelda.
Huh?
I didn't play any of these games. I can't say anything.
I don't know. I
Dan, you played a little bit of the new Spider-Man. What do you think of it?
So first of all, I think like The Legend of Zelda rightfully wins. That game is beautiful.
Relax.
Tears of the Kingdom is such a good game.
Relax.
I didn't play much of the Spider-Man. I watched Jacksepticeye play it.
Yeah.
But the game, I
Oh,
felt like
we
the game was
played.
really good.
Yeah, we played. Yeah.
we played, yeah.
but I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom. So.
No, no.
But I mean,
I know Dan's a huge fan of that.
Yeah,
game.
Dan-
Yeah, I mean, Zelda. I mean, I grew up on Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, so it's like those are the games I do have to play. Tears of the Kingdom. I would like to,
Yeah.
but I mean, this I can't really say much about it because I mean, I don't know. I'm a PC gamer. I don't really console game
Yeah.
too much. Next, or rather,
When
previous.
did the new Pokemon game come out? Was that 2022?
There was last year.
That was last year. Okay, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like, I don't know why, but I feel like with the release of Legend of Zelda, like when they changed their model to do open world, like I think Pokemon kind of just said, "Wow, let's do that," and then they did.
Oh.
And I feel like we're gonna see. You know what? There's like, you know how people refer to games as like they parallel it to another game. Like
Yes.
people will say like
Yeah.
the Dark Souls
Yes.
of this console or the Dark
Correct.
Souls of this franchise.
Correct.
I feel like everyone's gonna be trying to make games like The Legend of Zelda, and they're gonna be like, this is the Tears of the Kingdom of this
Well-
brand and stuff like that. And then like, are we gonna just? I don't want to see all those open world games. I'm not that interested in the.
Oh, you're
genre.
not that.
Well, here's the thing. I think Nintendo got their idea from like Genshin Impact.
Oh,
'Cause
Genshin.
if you look at
Oh,
if you look at Zelda gameplay, it's very like similar
to Genshin.
to some of the Genshin intricacies of like open world concepts.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and we actually had this conversation, you and I, about Pokemon going open world and then becoming an MMO.
I think it's a discussion for a different day, though.
That's true.
Like,
And
we
that-
could,
that's
we could
gonna
have
be a
an
long
entire
one.
That's
segment.
gonna be
on
a
that.
long
I
one.
could
It's gonna
talk
be
a
long.
lot about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be
All
long.
right. Oh,
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
It is gonna be on the
maybe
Patreon
maybe
episode.
we make that the Patreon episode.
Yeah, so
We
if
can
you
talk about
type in exclamation table, you'll see a Patreon link. Check out the tiers. We put a lot of
Yes.
thought into the tier list, and the Discord that we have for the table will be strictly for Patreon members, and there are some really cool
Yeah.
perks there.
Just
so
let us know.
check that out. Okay, so what is this one?
Well,
We'll go through these last ones real quick.
best action game.
I don't even know what Armored Core
I don't-
6 Rubicon is.
I don't recognize a single title except Dead Island 2 off of this.
I recognize Remnant 2. Remnant 1 was really good. I didn't play 2 though. Next,
I feel like I don't play that many.
That's
AAA
VR.
games
VR
anymore.
AR. Man, they only like that one because of the big titty goth vampire chick, bro.
Really?
I don't know, bro. We were just talking about how much we like tall women. I'm just saying, if I had an 8-foot woman standing over me in VR, if I got to look up with my VR helmet,
Yeah.
I'm probably smiling, bro. You
Hey,
mean-
let's
Oh,
go.
you
Let's-
would
in
like
there,
that.
too?
Let's get it.
Dang.
I'd be into that. No, I honestly, have you done a lot of with VR? Have you played a lot of VR?
I was one of the early adopters of
The VR, yeah.
VR thing, and it was cool. Like, I mean, horror games in general, like, you know, you have these like noise canceling headphones and shit.
that
Like,
stuff would scare me, bro.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fuck. It gets your heart racing.
Wait,
dog.
didn't you like play that in your apartment?
Yeah, people were literally like on the floor, like fetal position,
Fetal
moving
position,
with the
yeah.
sticks. Like, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what else VR.
Yeah, they're
does
making
in the
huge
next year.
leaps this
Like,
next
yeah.
year.
Even
yeah.
this last year, like I remember the first time I touched VR, it was like in like a gaming cafe,
Oh,
and it was like
Oh.
really rudimentary stuff, right? Like I was playing like I think the game's called
Super
Super Hot,
Super Hot.
Fire, or something like that.
super hot. No, super hot.
And
That
I
game's
played
fun.
that, and I was like, "Yo, this is the greatest thing ever!" And I'm just curious to see what else comes in.
No, that game
I
is
bet-
the game's dope.
I've actually got a fun story.
Yeah.
So when I worked at Microsoft
Yeah.
back like years ago, and then when the Oculus was first coming into like stores and whatnot,
It was
they
the-
took like a team of us and they flew us out to the Facebook headquarters, and because that's when they owned Oculus, and we were some of the first people that got to try one of the first Oculus to actually do the demos in the stores.
Oh,
That's sick. That's
cool.
sick. That's sick. All right. What is the previous category? We'll just spit fire these. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
just fly through the last ones here.
But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of games after. If you look at it like this way,
Oh, best mobile game. Let's see.
Honkai Star Rail. Why not Genshin Impact? So like Honkai would be like a Genshin clone almost.
No, Genshin came out 2022. No.
Oh, it's the same company. Never mind. They did what Gage hated. Come up with something
That's what
new.
I'm just saying, man. Come up with something. Mobile games, though, I don't expect that kind of creativity from
Hello
anybody.
Kitty Island Adventure.
This is the type of stuff where mobile games. It's just I feel like. Do you think the mobile game industry is bigger than
It's going to
all
be.
other
It's getting
gaming
bigger.
industries?
No, actually, they make more money than actual gaming.
I know
I'm
that.
sure they
I know
do.
that. But I'm
Yeah.
wondering as like, is the player base bigger? I think
mean,
it has
yeah,
to be, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone has a phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all got phones, right?
Like even the shittiest phones can run this game. So
Yes.
it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, next or previous. Sorry, I'm gonna just say next, but you know what I mean.
Debuted indie game.
Cocoon. They didn't even spell that right.
Cocoon.
Or did
I don't know,
they?
do we have any MBT viewers in chat? Anybody? Is Pizza Tower actually good, or is that game just like? I'm getting thumbs up from the boys over there. They say pizza. I know it's a meme on his channel there. I don't know if the game's actually like legit.
Sick. I don't even know what that game is,
I don't even know what that game is either.
but I don't know any of those games. Previous, please.
Well, these are just indie games, so.
Yeah.
Best independent game.
Sea of Stars.
So what does that mean? Like only one dude made the game? Like Like one guy.
That's what I was literally. The last one was just an indie game. What is?
Well,
what is this
Cocoon's
thing?
also on there.
Well, indie game is essentially.
Or does it mean like independent? Like it's not a series.
I think it means independent developer.
Then why is Cocoon on this one and the one?
I have no idea.
Whatever. I don't know none of these. Get next.
Dave the Diver.
And then,
GG with the raid. I appreciate
Gary.
you, brother.
thank
love that guy,
you.
bro. Hi, Gary.
Best community support Baldur's Gate
Baldur's
3.
Gate.
No, that's cap.
Funny enough, I think it's No Man's Sky.
I think so too.
No Man's,
No Man's
Sky.
Sky?
Have you seen the
Yeah.
renaissance that No Man's Sky has
Yes.
gone through?
Yes.
That game was the largest disappointment in the world.
In
when it
the
was released.
actual world.
Really?
Through the
Was it that
through the-
bad?
yeah.
Yes.
It was released like almost unplayable. And through the last
that
2
was
years,
the
rather than
game.
releasing new titles,
Yeah.
they said, let's make our already good title the best it can be.
Mm.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Rather
no.
than saying, let's go release No Man's Sky 2.
No, but the thing
I
is,
see.
like, if they put out No Man's Sky 2 and made people pay for it,
Yeah.
they would have shut down as a company, guaranteed.
You
Yeah.
think?
Like, this was the only way they could have done it. Like,
I don't know, man, but I
Ah.
feel like more industry, like, I don't know why that's like the deal. Like, oh, let's just release number 2 a year later. Why isn't it? Let's build amongst the game that we've already had and make
Yeah.
it just like the best it can be.
Sure.
I don't know. I super respect that out of Hello Games.
No, no, seriously. Like, No Man's Sky, if you play it today,
Yeah.
it's a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
And
Like
a lot
that
of-
game?
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of the
Exactly, yeah.
expansions and stuff to make up for like how bad they did at the start. They released it
Oh, I
for
see,
free.
I
For
see.
free.
They said, hey guys,
see.
like we fucked up. We're gonna make this game as good as we promised.
Yeah,
and they
like,
did. And they did.
Yeah, and they're not like small expansions. Like they add worlds.
Oh, we're talking like worlds.
worlds.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, previous or fuck. I'm gonna just say
Yeah,
next. Next.
previous.
Does anybody play Cyberpunk anymore?
I have to finish it.
Was that game like? I feel like that game died. I feel like people realize that. I hate how games release unfinished now too.
Well, I mean, it was a single player game, so it's like,
Yeah, it was a single.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
like once you're done with the story, you're done with the story.
Best
Oh, there you go.
ongoing. Oh, ongoing. There you go.
Huh?
Cyberpunk.
I guess these are games that like don't end, right? These are the ones that are like you can always hop on and play. I don't know how did this win.
Yeah,
did this-
how
I
did
was
that
just talking
win?
about this is a game I literally have.
Wow.
Besides like the disaster start it had,
Oh, yes.
and the first week, I don't see anybody talk about this game.
You know what's funny? When people were playing this game on Twitch,
Yeah.
and people were getting copyright striked because of the music.
Were they? Oh,
It
they
was-
were.
it was so
It was
funny.
so funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
but
so like none of the creators are playing it.
I feel like friggin' Apex, Fortnite, Genshin,
Yeah,
those ones definitely deserved it over this.
I think so
They
too.
did,
I
yeah.
think
Can you
so
look
too.
at chat. Can you tell me, chat, yes or no? Does anybody still play Cyberpunk?
Does anyone in chat play Cyberpunk?
Yes or no? And I'm not gonna laugh at you. I'm just curious. I don't see anybody talk about this. Somebody says Cyberpunk is pretty good now with all the patches.
I mean, they don't have expansion for Cyberpunk,
It had
do they?
DLC.
They did?
They did. Yeah, they did.
Shit, I gotta turn that shit on, bro.
All right.
You didn't
A lot of
finish
people
it.
say yes.
I gotta-
Okay.
I gotta turn that
never
shit.
mind.
Okay, hey, you know what? All right,
Maybe
fuck
I'm just
us.
talking too much shit.
Yeah, fuck us,
Honestly,
fuck
bro.
us.
Like honestly.
Next. Okay, next we got what is this? Games for Impact. What the fuck does that?
I
Social
don't
meaning and
know what
message.
this-
It has a social
Oh,
meaning. and a
social meaning.
message.
Okay, okay.
I have not played a single one of these games. I could not tell you anything.
Yeah, next.
I'm sure they did great things with their message. I just
Innovation
don't know what that was.
and accessibility. What the fuck does that mean?
What?
So I
that-
think the innovation was like with the steering wheel technology or something like that.
Oh,
It's-
literally
I
said-
believe
yeah.
it's for like anybody with like a disability or whatnot. Because I believe like some
Oh.
of
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
fighting games actually did it for like colorblind. So
Yeah.
it'll be
Oh.
black and white, and the characters will have like bars in them so they can play.
Oh, what about what about like the people who were playing like with their tongues and shit? The controllers?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, bet.
Oh, like oh,
Legit,
okay,
no, I'm
yeah, yeah.
No, Jen looked at me like, you're such an asshole. No, I'm being serious. All right, next.
I did give him that look.
Who the fuck is this?
Oh, but like performance, like voices.
Oh, come on. If it's not Idris Elba, it's nobody.
What do you?
It wasn't
Why?
this Neil guy. He was the what Astalor or something in.
No, I
Baldur's
think
Gate?
Baldur's Gate had really good like.
Bro,
voice
it doesn't
actors.
matter. Idris Elba if Idris Elba spoke to me in person, I would come.
You would come.
Yes.
Damn.
Have you heard this dude speak?
Yes, we have all. heard
Holy
this dude
shit
speak, yeah.
balls.
How many more categories we got? Jeez, bro. I
Yeah.
forgot even flipping through these.
And why is Idris Elba not 007?
Go
I'm
to the next
sick.
one. Go to the next one.
Best audio design?
I have no idea. what
Oh,
that
weird.
is.
A music game with a great audio design. Next. Best score.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, Final Fantasy got some dope tracks.
Oh, come on. The tracks are really good.
They got some fucking
Yeah.
sick tracks.
Mhm.
Next. Over Hi-Fi Rush. Best art direction. Alan Wake 2. I never played it, so I can't tell.
I never played it either.
I know Lies of P had really good reviews, like artistically, but
Mm.
yeah. Next.
narrative.
Best narrative?
Alan, I never played Alan's Wake.
I can't say. I don't know anything about
I,
Alan's
I
Wake.
hate seeing this because it makes me realize how disconnected I am from like popular gaming.
Games,
today.
right? Like, because
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but people like what they like, right? Like
Yeah.
I
Next.
game direction.
Wow,
Alan's
Alan's
Wake
Wake.
is
Holy
Fuck,
shit,
Wow.
I'm killing it.
I heard a lot about Baldur's Gate crushing, but I didn't realize Alan's Wake had already 3 awards.
Yeah, now I kind of want to play it.
I do want to check it out though. Yeah.
Next. Well, we have to play number 1.
And there's Game of the Year.
And there
Baldur's
it
Gate.
is, the game of the year.
What else was? Oh, Legend of Zelda. I
How is Resident Evil 4 even a nominee? Get out of here, bro. Okay,
Hey.
actually, now I'm really
You might want to try Alan's Wake.
Alan's Wake. I'm
Alan-
generally
Anybody in chat try Alan Wake?
yeah. Give us something. Some
Give us a
clues.
1 out of 10 review, chat. Anybody that's
Yeah.
played it.
Also, we have to play one though.
Well, maybe not. I mean, we don't know if it's a sequel or just like a whole separate game.
Standalone,
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. Now that we're kind of done with this, we are moving into the new year. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like, we wanted to start this podcast so like in 2023, so we can have all of 2024 to see how fast we can grow this and what more cool shit we can do
Yes.
for the podcast. What are some New Year's resolutions,
For the podcast?
or just for the table?
For the table?
The table.
I don't know. I'm looking to just bring a whole bunch of people into our world. I know that sounds dumb, but like, I don't know. I just want people to get to know us at like a deeper level, right?
Oh,
like
wow.
that's what part of
Okay.
like the table's about. Or just
Yeah.
pull up a chair. You know, we're all family here. And I want you guys
Okay.
to learn a little bit more about just what we like to do on a day-to-day basis. I think that's going to be fun for people to maybe appreciate our Yu-Gi-Oh portion a little bit better.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, because now
Okay.
now we live together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're forced to do it. All right.
Yeah, we are forced
Yeah.
to do it.
All right, Jen, hit me up with your New Year's resolution for the table.
This is gonna sound very don't take it into a raunchy thing. I want to enter ourselves into the outside world. Like more so like get out of our niche.
Oh, you want to expand.
Oh, that's a better way to say it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Enter
yeah.
ourselves into the house.
Okay, out of the I want us to like enter into like go to the outside, basically. What?
What she's saying is that, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh niche is very small. Like it is.
Yeah.
Like I know like Sam and like Syriax and all the other bigger and all the other content creators in the space.
Yeah.
Like we're doing our best. You know what I'm saying? Like we're doing our absolute
Yes.
best. But again, like we're a niche within a niche within a niche.
Yeah, I just want to. How about this? I want to play with the bigger fish. How about that?
You want to play with? Oh,
Oh, I like that.
shit.
I like that.
Oh,
She
shit.
wants to play games.
She said, "Y'all too small."
All right. What about you, Susu? What do you?
Me,
Yeah.
I want to be #1 trending on YouTube.
Oh.
Just-
A video.
A video?
It could be anything, right?
Anything.
But one of our videos, whether it be like a reaction thing or a game review or whatever it may be, I want to be #1 on trending on YouTube just once.
Okay.
I think that's a fucking accomplishment.
That's
That
a
is
huge
that's an accomplishment. I
Yeah.
think that's tough, bro. I think of the videos that hit #1 trending, and that's tough, bro. I hate to say you'll never do it.
Hey,
but
what the
Wow.
fuck? This is our thing.
that's what I'm saying. I'd like to, but bro, that's a lot.
Oh, then how about this? We just do it naked.
Probably not.
I don't think that would
That's
make
number
it
one.
to YouTube. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
I feel like
Wrong tube. Wrong tube.
yeah,
Wrong
wrong
tube.
tube,
Wrong tube, bro. Wrong tube. I don't know, Chad. Give us some of your New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, talk to us.
Yeah,
Chad.
talk to us because we're reaching that point where like now we're getting sentimental and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I see.
yeah. I mean, so yeah, give us some of your New Year's resolutions. While you guys just kind of like flood the chat so we can read through it. I mean, yeah. How did you guys like the pilot episode?
I did. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I think we did a good
Yeah,
job.
I think we did a good job. We talked a lot longer than I thought.
Then
we
I
did.
really
Yeah,
thought we
chat.
did.
We had 5 topics to talk about that I thought were all bangers, and we tried to like pace them to 20 minutes each. But we just, hey, we were professional yappers, right? Ain't nothing
I
wrong
guess
with
we
that.
are. Yeah.
Literally.
We got get better work-life balance. I think that's what a lot
That's
of people
huge.
Really like.
a lot of people need to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that.
Taking care of yourself is just as important as taking care of other people.
Yeah. I feel like Susu doesn't own a single pair of pants.
No, he
That
doesn't.
is not a resolution.
No,
That is not-
Idiots.
I live with him now, bro. He's throwing away pants. That's his resolution.
To be invited onto the pod. Jose, shut the fuck up. I want to be more consistent. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I want to get shredded. I like that. I like
Oh
that.
shit, let's
Shredded
go.
is nice.
Actually, I'm building. So, sidebar. I'm
Yeah.
spending $20,000 to build a gym in the garage.
He is.
We may even do some streams in the garage.
Really?
You want to see Gage die? We can do that.
Come on, bro. I was just about
Wow,
to say.
wow,
I don't
wow.
know if I'm ready to go public with me almost dying.
Hey, let's go.
Wait, why would he die?
I mean, did you see what happened last time?
I literally almost
Actually,
He
died.
had a
did
full blown
almost die.
panic attack at the gym.
I don't,
He
it
did,
wasn't
he
a
did.
panic attack. I don't know what it was. I think I was like overheating or something. It had to be.
Overheating.
There was something. There was definitely something wrong.
No,
Sure.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I want to start writing my planned fantasy book. I've been working on for years. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Actually, hey.
Writing is tough.
It is tough.
Yeah.
Bro. It's fucking
Like
tough.
me, I don't know. Like I could write 2-page essays all day for like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if you were actually tasking me to write something I'm passionate about,
Yeah.
like the first time I had to write something I was passionate about,
Sure.
Yeah.
just the other month actually, I had to write for my sister. I was her minister for a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
he was-
I wed them and I had to do a speech for it. And
Yeah.
that was the most stressful thing I've had to do, I think, in the last like several years I've been alive.
Oh, well, I mean,
Because like
Yeah, that's
a
listen,
big
I
moment.
can write
Yeah.
anything.
Sure.
I can write anything in college. It's easy for me. But like my sister asked me to do it and I'm like, I actually want to write something that means something.
sure.
course.
And it was super challenging. I was like, I don't know if they're like gonna like it.
Did
I
you-
nailed it because I'm you know I'm the
Oh
greatest.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but it was one of those things where it like really puts in perspective. Like this is tough. Like I can't imagine doing something like this for a living. And then the thing I
Yeah.
thot like I had my parents proofread it and stuff. And
Right,
like, check it out.
obviously,
right.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like to have somebody professional do that, like imagine you pour your soul for 4 years writing a novel. And
Yeah.
you give it to someone and they say, you know, I just don't like this whole chapter.
Oof.
Like,
Yeah.
you know how angry I'd be like,
I
"You
know.
I spent like 8 months on that chapter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's got to be heart wrenching for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Tough work.
No, that
ChatGPT exists now, so.
I mean,
oh
I
my
don't know.
God. What if I write a book on ChatGPT and it become a New York Times bestseller?
You didn't write the book then. I don't know
But
what
yeah,
to say.
you didn't write it though.
I prompted the AI to write the book.
Yeah, but what if
for
people
me.
find out?
Huh?
What if people find out?
Cancel me, bitch. Cancel.
That's what
No,
happened.
you just come up with an author name, right? Don't people do
That's
that
what I'm
anyways?
saying, yeah,
Don't they
that's what I'm
never have their real names as authors
Yeah,
anyways?
I'll be the
What?
Susu. No one would know.
Oh yeah, no one would
No
know.
one would know. Like it's like where do you hide a tree? In the fucking forest.
Oh.
So I just make my author name Susu, and then I'm like, nah, there's no fucking way it's
I
him,
see.
you know? There's no way.
You know, my eyesight is so bad here. You know what I thought one person wrote?
Yeah.
To work on my manhood.
I'm pretty sure someone really did say that.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
man.
I
There's
don't
nothing
know.
wrong
Like,
with-
oh my god, I can't read right now.
Intercrescent said get better work on my channel more. Yeah, I think we all need to do that. You know what I'm saying?
No, we all need.
we
to
all
do
need to
yeah.
do that. Oh
Big
gosh.
guy, I always find myself saying stuff for 20, like, oh, I'll do it next year, bro. And then
Oh.
it's like, doesn't actually pan out.
Yeah.
Wait, hold
I
on. You
hope anything.
procrastinated for an entire year? You don't even go, I'll do
Yeah.
it tomorrow. You go, I'll do it next year.
Yo, some people do that. You never know.
I'll do it next year.
See, it's a
Yeah,
good thing.
dude.
It's a good thing this worked out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee next week comes around and something went wrong. I'll be like, I will try again next year, bro.
Yeah,
I will
next year, wow.
try again next year.
Wow.
2025 is my year.
I mean, luckily, like, yeah, I mean, end of 2023, next year is like only 2 days, you know?
Yeah, next year's 2 days.
It's only 2 days.
No, I'm looking forward to this year. I
Yeah.
have big things planned.
Yeah, oh.
Hoping to do it. Like this moving here was such a huge deal, and like this is something we've talked about. Just sitting down doing this now, I already feel better about the entire
Good.
next year. moving
Yeah,
forward.
no, how about this? We'll end it off on like kind of like a little bit of a behind the scenes, some BTS of how this even came into conception. Because I've been telling everyone to keep it like really on the DL. Like I even really told Gage, I was like, don't fucking tell anybody.
No,
bro.
no.
I don't think I told anybody until like the week before.
Right,
Like,
right.
I think I told one of my close friends that I
Yeah.
was doing the move.
Yeah. So like this house was a concept that I came up with our producer Dan over there like 2 years ago, like 2 or 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
This was a long
Yeah,
time ago.
I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna buy a house for content, and we're gonna like start businesses and all this shit, right? 3 years rolls by, and our channel starts fucking popping off, jacking off, blasting, you know, all the offs, right? And then like I finally, you know, like our merch started doing really well and stuff, and like I finally got enough money to buy this house. And then, you know, we were having remember when I went over to your house in PA and we had this whole conversation about like, yo, how do you feel about moving? Like just away from your family, away from your friends.
He said
away.
yes right away.
I mean, you did say yes like very quickly.
I
Like,
said
what
yes.
was going through your mind?
Me?
Yeah.
I've said it before. And I've said it to my family when I went home for the last weekend.
Yeah.
Everywhere to me is the same.
No.
It's like it doesn't matter where you are. You're in the vicinity of pretty much the same exact amenities as anywhere else.
Right.
And I can fit myself wherever I want. The big thing is leaving my family. And
Yeah.
I told myself like my brother had made a big move
Yeah.
like maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like, people do this every day. Like
Correct.
I get like it's not something I experienced yet. Like I've always lived around PA, like
Yeah.
near my
Yeah.
parents. but I never made that big move. And I was just like, what am I to worried about? So
Yeah.
I was like, if I need to do something for myself, that's what I'm going to do. Right.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and then like, so you guys came down in October, end of October.
Yeah.
And then so this podcast, if you really think about it, we did get it up in like record fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
know what I'm
this
saying?
is
Like,
very, very fast.
From conception to ordering everything, like everything you see in front here was probably like $5,000, and everything behind the camera,
Yeah.
camera included, was probably like another $10,000. So
Yeah.
like we spent a lot of money. So any support that you guys can give to the table on Patreon or like Twitch subs or whatever. Because I know we're going live on the Head-to-Head Battles channel right now, but somewhere down the line we're gonna be making like another Twitch channel and stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for all your support. Like you guys supporting us right now helps like Gage, Jen, Dan, and Josh here in the house to be able to like do even cooler stuff.
Yes.
So just at least for the table Patreon, if you look at the tiers. Every week on Patreon, you guys are gonna be getting like a small mini episode,
Yeah.
Which is gonna be really nice
Yeah,
for you
like
guys.
I think we just mentioned after this, we're going to talk about Pokemon and
Yeah,
where
why?
we did the ultimate future of it.
The
if-
ultimate
if we were in
future of
charge.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
So that's something you could check out. There's some really cool things there. I thought of something pretty neat, and
You
I
did.
said, hey, if
did.
somebody is willing to back us enough and do $100 a month on Patreon,
Yes.
we're giving you a seat at the table.
Literally.
What that is, you're going to get a little table tent, like if you were to go to like a wedding or something.
Right, the
And it's going to
reservation.
be placed right on this table here. And
Yeah.
it's going to be there for the rest of the time until
rest
you
of-
stop being a Patreon.
Yeah.
But then you have a permanent spot at the table, and I felt
Yeah.
like that was pretty nice.
No,
Yeah.
When he pitched that to me, I was like, that's the most genius thing I've ever heard him say ever. And he says a lot to me. But like,
Oh, ever?
but I was like, that's like the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
No, it's dope.
It's sick.
It's sick.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
sick.
So, like, yeah, as we were saying at the start of the stream, though, as good as we can make a stream look, thank you to Dan and
Yep.
Josh for making this look incredible. Like,
Yes.
the amount of
Absolutely.
teamwork we had to get this looking the way it does
It's
is great.
insane. Yeah.
As
Yeah.
good as it looks, that doesn't make it a good podcast. That's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
the people behind the camera.
Yeah.
So we really hope you guys enjoy our kind of raff and stuff like that, and hope we can entertain you guys for. It's been like what, an hour and 50 minutes already or something like that. Like
An hour and 50.
I
yeah.
blinked and we were at an hour 50.
Literally,
Yeah,
no, literally,
literally.
Like-
literally.
I think guys we're good at yapping, right? But like, hopefully you guys enjoyed it just as much,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. So tentative from now on, we're gonna do our best for 7:30 on Fridays.
Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you miss it live, it'll be up on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Just type an exclamation table, and those links will be there for you. So go
Yes.
subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're gonna be blasting it on YouTube as well. So if you missed the live episodes, go watch it on YouTube. Help us out there as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.
Before we go,
Sure.
I'd like to do something real quick.
Okay.
I have a gift for you.
Oh, you have a gift for me,
I have a gift for you.
like
This-
a physical gift.
A physical gift.
Sure.
This was really important for me in particular. But
yeah.
I wanted to give it to you on our first episode of the podcast.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
live.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Am I gonna cry? Don't make me cry, bro. Not on the first episode of the podcast. We talked about it before and whatnot, but I know sure. Oh, dude, come on! I told you not to do this. bro.
Ah.
What is it? What is it?
Oh,
What is it?
is that what
man.
I think it is?
I told them not to do this. Oh, dude,
Ah, damn.
this right here. So there's a little bit of
It's-
story to this.
It's a white box.
It's a white. It's a white box, but in this white box is
yeah.
a Johnny Walker Blue Label, and this for a Korean man. there is significance for this, and like I'm 32 now, so this means a lot to me, like now, and not so much before. But like when you gift a Korean man a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label, it signifies three things. One, I thought about you, and that's important. I thought about you.
Okay.
Right? And this is not cheap. So two is I am willing to put out for you, and I got you back, right? And number three is we're drinking this together or not at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this means a lot to me, Dan. Thank you so much, bro. We're gonna crack this open right after this. We all are. But oh my goodness, guys.
Yeah, guys, thank you for the
Yeah,
support.
thank you so
I hope
much.
you guys enjoyed the pilot episode. Again, 7:30 every Friday is when we're shooting for.
Yes.
If you guys want a little bit more afterwards, I'm not going live tonight, but I will be live Fridays at 9:30 typical time.
Yes,
So that'll be
yes.
right half hour after the show.
Correct.
If you guys want a little debrief, you guys can hang out with me on my stream.
Actually, you know what we can do is we can start a little later, and then we can just go host from here to there. Then
if you want to do that, you'd have to give me. The problem is my camera set up here. I have to get all that set up.
fucking
So
hell.
I do need the half hour to
Oh,
like.
okay.
get
okay, never mind. All right, chat. But okay,
Yeah.
guys, we really hope you guys enjoyed the pilot episode.
Thank
So
you for
remember, this
being
is not
here.
episode 1. This is the pilot episode.
Yes.
We need to kind of get our ropes together too.
Yeah.
Any lasting words?
Lasting?
Any last words?
Oh no, just thank you so much. Again, I'm sure there's a lot of things like we also need to like look over and stuff, but thank you so much for tuning in for the pilot episode. And yeah, we will be back.
Any last words?
See you next week.
Oh God, yes.
Okay.